popcorn?
Popcorn? Is that your favorite?
Uh-huh.
Mine too. Because they pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop.
Hello. I'm the doctor.
And we're live. Oh no, where's my face?
But
Where are you on the screen there, bud?
I know. There I am. I was hiding. I'm a bubble ninja. Wait, that's not a word. I'm a
Ninja?
bubble
That's
ninja.
It's not a word, buddy.
Yeah, that's a great way. Let's see. All right. Let me pop open here. I should have came prepared on this part. I need to go to your channel so I can pull up the
welcome,
chat.
guys.
Welcome everybody. Who's going to do the intro? I don't think we discussed that.
Oh no, we didn't.
Well, you just did one. I guess we could introduce ourselves. We're here with Dr. Till, King of the North, and
Hey.
I am the Gnostic Guru.
Welcome
And
everybody.
today's movie, we are talking about the 1988 classic Willow.
My favorite movie.
This is your
That's
favorite
why I wanted to
movie
choose
of all
it.
time?
Yeah, it's definitely it's
I
either
heard you
top-
say that in the last stream. You were saying that was your
No, I said
favorite.
that was in my top 5.
Oh,
I
for
said
sure.
top 5 westerns.
Willow's in your top 5 westerns.
no, he's talking about Tombstone, but I'm saying
No, I heard you drop Willow. I heard you drop Willow.
Oh
in the
yeah,
stream.
okay, yeah. Willow, yeah,
You said it
Willow's
was your
the
favorite movie.
absolutely. I made everybody on my birthday watch the movie like every year.
That's
Oh, really?
horrible.
Absolutely. It's my birthday. I get what I want.
I always do that with Batman, but just on random days.
2 hours and 6 minutes of Ron Howard goodness. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and George Lucas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's his
completely
baby.
forgot it was Lucasfilm
Written
when that
specific-
that badge showed up. I was
Oh,
like,
he had him in
yeah.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually going to be called Munchkins. He came up with the idea in '72, but put it off. And then he specifically made Willow with Warwick in mind. And it's
Yeah,
Warwick, not Warwick. Just for those listening that don't know.
I always say Warwick. I'm
W
not gonna
sign.
lie.
Yeah, a lot of people did for a while, but it's the British Warwick.
I call
It's
him
kind of in there,
midget.
but you gotta, you know.
It's British for midget.
Well, he's a dwarf, so that doesn't even count.
I
Different.
mean, it makes sense.
Dwarf. Yeah. But yeah. So how was everyone's week? Everyone doing good?
Oh, it's been a long
Doing good,
week.
man.
I still hear the sounds of
Sure.
lobsters crying as I take them off to the guillotine.
I gotta imagine you gotta be like just tired of you. You're going pretty hard there, bud. Do you ever take a break?
Do I ever take a break? No, because what's the point? I mean, sometimes
true.
I
I
wish
guess-
I could
I guess
sleep, but fuck it.
I guess you're in Colorado. There ain't much to do, I guess.
Nope, that's why they legalized weed. They're like, fuck it, what else we gotta give them?
Oh yeah. Got it over here too.
Yep.
And,
I'm-
it's cheap as hell too.
And I'm guest co-hosting again on the Lowberry tonight, so that's like
Yeah, dude. You got like just when you're done this, you go right over there.
it's like 6 shows this week in like 3 days, 4
That's-
days.
Yeah. I was about to say, man, you gotta be careful, man. You want to burn out.
Well, I
yeah.
don't care as long as it's not on this one. You can
Yeah.
burn out on your other.
You better bring your A
This
game
is
for
already
this one.
burnt popcorn.
I
You
think
can't
the
double burn
variety
it.
of the
It's already
shows
burnt.
definitely helped me not burn out as bad. Cause like Ministry is very classic, stream. Like you could say it's kind of in the same vein as like a day wave or something,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can just talk and chill and have a good time instead of
Yeah.
fucking taking notes, making sure you rewatch it and going and do research.
Yeah. And fucking
Hey, Paul.
Legion's like the place where you get to let your demons out a little bit and kind of be a little bit of a meanie on the internet, in good spirits. And then this, I actually get to let my nerd side out.
I don't have anything but that. So that's the only thing.
See, I have many facets. I have fun-loving. I have evil. Fun-loving till, evil till, nerd till, napping till, please go away till. There's so many of me. It's like I'm like an onion of idiots.
So
Well,
what you're saying is
an
you have
onion.
alters? Is that what you're saying?
It's not even alters. It's just like different moods.
Yeah, whatever personality comes up.
Girl now all of a sudden.
Wait, what happened? What am I missing?
Doc is. I got the two of you because I was writing right underneath
Oh,
your fucking name.
I got
I'm
it.
sorry.
I got it.
I was aiming at him and I shot you. Sorry about that.
Son of a bitch. What?
Well, so Willow, guys.
Yeah, Willow.
Did you watch it, Doc?
I literally watched it this morning.
Did you?
Like I'm so busy now. Like it's fucking retarded. Like a year ago,
I did the same.
I had nothing.
I finished watching about. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like a year ago, I had nothing going on in my life. Like, like I was just some shit fucking lobster delivery boy, and then I took a promotion and started streaming like right at the same time. So now I work like 55 hours a week at my normal job, and then I do all this fun stuff on the weekend.
Yeah, I knew you had all that going on. When I said, "Hey man, Till's cool. He knows movies and stuff," and then I was like, I forgot like you're streaming, like you have like 5-hour streams and shit. I was like,
I don't mean
this
to. I swear to God, I don't mean to. This is how they kind of pans out.
Yeah. I finished watching it about 20 minutes before we got started, but
Yeah.
I wasn't rushing watching it. I was taking notes and stuff. So it wasn't just. But I wanted it fresh. I did have a tombstone. I wanted it fresh in my mind for.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it
It's
in
not
so
like
long that it's probably
time
for the best
constraint
that I
thing,
watched
it
it
just
really like
helps.
2 hours before the show.
Yeah.
I speed run
And I'm
through it
busy,
because
so.
I speed run through it because I have watched it so many times. I just wanted to make sure I had it chronologically right and I didn't mess up anything. But I've seen it so many times I didn't really need to. I just wanted to make sure I got all my points right.
Yeah, when you guys
We'll
mentioned
open it up,
Willow,
though.
I was like, oh shit, Willow. I was like, I haven't seen that since I was like a teenager. I was like, all right.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like, I
been a
remember kind
while
of
for
liking
me.
it. I like Val Kilmer. Dude, Val Kilmer in this whole movie feels so awkward.
What do you mean?
Because you
Like-
just saw him as Doc Holliday.
No. I mean, like, there's like a scene where like he's kind of like becoming friends with fucking
Sorsha?
No, he's becoming friends with fucking what's his
Or
face?
Willow.
Willow?
Val Kilmer and Willow are becoming friends, right? And
Mm-hmm.
like Willow says, "All right, I'll see you in a minute," and like gives him like a little nod or whatever. And then Val just like turns and like has this most awkward like smile and wave, like he doesn't know what to do with his limbs, and he just acts. He kind of has like that subtle
when you get
thing.
to that island.
Yeah, he has like
Oh,
this
he's
subtle
supposed to
thing.
be kind of like a
underneath him.
madman. Yeah.
Which one are you talking
And that
about when he
thing,
first
that
gets
thing.
the baby or when he's getting back from
No,
the
that's
island?
that's when he gets to the island when he's about to go get Finn Rizal, but we're going way ahead of ourselves on that one.
Yeah.
The main thing about this movie, I want like, this is the largest cast of little people, so I call them little people. I feel like it's more derogatory than calling them midget. I don't know. It just sounds meaner.
Little people
Is it? Did it beat out Wizard of Oz?
for the most midgets in one movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dude,
But
there's
also
like 100.
The daikini actually, what they call tall people, it means tall people. So what they always call daikinis is what normal people is tall people. So I think that's kind of funny. There's a little back and forth even back then. calling them talls and smalls and stuff. But
The
yeah.
one that just popped up on the slideshow is like my favorite out of them, the fat one.
Yeah, they don't know. They said somewhere between 225 and 240. So
Really, that many? It didn't look like there was that many.
that many. Yeah, well, they have double scenes and the extras and stuff like that, and stand-ins. I'm sure.
Dude.
I
But
know.
I don't know.
I know it's the movie with the most brownies in it. So I know that's
Dude, the funny shit was with the brownies like, keep it moving, short stuff. We're like, dude, you're like a fucking fourth of an inch tall.
Yeah, that's Kevin Pollak and Rick Overton
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
but that's
I
Kevin
recognized
Pollak.
their faces.
as Rule. Yeah, Rule and Frangine, the brownies.
I was watching with my girl.
yeah,
She's like,
so it
is there
starts
gonna be a
off-
gay plot between them? I don't think
Pretty
so.
much. We start off in the dungeons, and it like mentions a prophecy, like the daughter, like a girl born with a birthmark, is the daughter of the sun and the moon. It's gonna be the future empress of all kingdoms, and she's gonna replace an evil empress and perform a ritual to banish her spirit to oblivion. And so, like, this has the obviously the evil empress a little bit concerned, so she starts rounding up all the fucking babies and looking for the birthmark, and that's where we come into Laura canon.
like a literal Moses story where they just start murdering babies.
Yeah. It had a lot
And,
of different things in it. Like that's one of the
Yeah,
cool things about this movie is it's so many different small mythologies kind of mixed into one.
Mm-hmm.
I got kind of interested too in the names because his name's Willow Ufgood. I'm like, that's pretty obvious of a name, so I looked into more of the names. And when you get into Elora Danon, it's like Hebrew, and it also means like Elora means God is my light, and then Danon's like under God's rule. So it's even like all this light and God, like it's even like the prophecy of like a holy baby almost. I noticed that with
almost
a lot
biblical.
of the names in here, almost biblical. And
Yeah.
that's Lucas all over it. That's very
A lot of that's
Yeah,
too
yeah.
like early fantasy is very much steeped in like biblical allegory.
and classicism and yeah, biblical and classicism.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was one of the things that like J.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis were like really good friends. Like they were a part of like a writing group together, I think. I might be mistaken
yeah.
them with somebody else, but
No, all the writers of those times usually ran in the same circles.
yeah.
Well,
and like
well,
they
Tolkien-
had-
a couple places.
Well, Tolkien wrote Lord of the Rings to give like lore and like almost like how
Yeah, it's
Greeks
a-
have the like they do a mythology for like England and Britain and stuff.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
Tolkien and Lewis, allegedly had a debate going on for many years that any kind of fantasy that you would try to write would in some way be an allegory for like biblical stuff. And Tolkien was like, I don't necessarily agree with that. I kind of like in some ways I think Tolkien kind of proved Lewis right that even though that you've gone so far from it, you're still echoing these like age-old sentiments from like really old storytelling.
Yeah.
Oh, and just the history themselves, they all read classical literature. They
Yeah.
all had the same foundation. So, like, just like Johnny Ringo and the other kid, it's like that's how intelligent minds knew. They read like the classes, so they knew Horace and they knew Tacitus and all that. So they would know to just already know that stuff as part of their education. You already had like similarities in what you knew and what you understood.
Yeah, I
A
saw.
lot of Middle Earth is exactly like Middle Earth is the Mediterranean, which literally means Middle Earth. So it's a lot of classical history written into like a fantasy.
And there's a lot of them like walking around, especially the going a little further when they grab the baby and they start going on their little journey to the crossroads or whatever it was called. And those scenes were very very Hobbit, very Lord of the Rings esque as they're making.
Yeah,
their
I was gonna
journey
say
through.
like it almost looks exactly the same as.
Mhm. Well, they actually filmed in
The-
New
the-
Zealand. Some of these shots are filmed in. They actually filmed in all over the place, but one of the places they filmed was New Zealand.
I wouldn't be surprised if Peter Jackson liked this movie. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, like it's all
but,
kind of it's copying from themselves a lot of times. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of the
way art
people in
works.
this actually, ironically, the two brownies are some of the most credited actors in all of this.
Yeah.
Like Alora's mom, Sally in Law, didn't do much. And that little baby, actually, I looked up. So it's two people, Kate Greenfield and this girl, Rebecca Behrman. Like, they both don't really have anything. One's a forensic scientist, and the other one's just like she's not even credited, but she like talked about that once. I saw an article.
Forensic
She's not
sciences.
upset,
What a
like,
loser.
Yeah. Well, she graduated with forensic science, but her only job they know of, she was working like kind of as hospitals. Who knows?
She
I mean,
sweeps
they
the
dropped
floor
off-
at MIT or something.
And then
She has people how they like
and
them
speaking
apples.
of wars, though, like the Empress is from Knockmore, and this is where once again the words tied in, and it was like knock is like obviously those little notches where you go when you tie a bowstring, indent, and Mar Maar is like a kind of like when a volcano goes off, it has a crater, but there's not a lot of lava, and it usually ends up like lake bed, but hers is kind of dried out, so you could already see it's like kind of a narrow strip into a like empty crater, and that's where she lives, Evil Empress. And we kind of get to see that scene of her castle.
So weird, all the little lore they put into it. It's like a one line of dialogue, but if you actually look into it, they used to put so much effort into these movies and these stories, and you just watch stuff now, and it's just like they don't, they can't even keep a damn coffee cup out of a Lord or Game of Thrones show. It's just like Jesus.
And the Empress herself was Jean Marsh. Did any of you guys get to see the amazingly wonderful movie Return to Oz?
No, I've never
I
seen that.
Didn't, but I watched
Oh.
I watched the Willow documentary, and that's the only I know she was in that just because I watched that little thing. They went over all the
Yeah,
actors.
she plays Mombi. That one is a trippy movie. It's trippy. It's got young Faruka Balk, I think. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was 5 years old, I think, 4 or 5 when that came out. It came out before. Yeah, she plays the evil Mombi in there, and yeah, and Dorothy goes to an insane asylum. They almost lobotomize her like with electrocution, and she escapes. Like that's Return to Oz. That movie's
Isn't Return to
but-
Oz just Black Wizard of Oz?
No,
Not
that's
even
the
close.
Wiz.
that's
Oh,
The
I'm thinking of the
yeah.
Wiz. Oh, I'm sorry, I got that way off.
Hey,
Yeah,
Ken, mod me real quick, and I'll drop the Streamlabs link so people can chime in on this movie if they feel like.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I've never done that before. So
Should be able to
I
just
will-
right click my name or the little 3 dots next to my last message.
gotcha. Oh,
And the
shit,
name
yeah.
Willow itself, willows are usually they're known to be wands in like magic for a long time, like even. So it's already like a magical tie-in, but they're also twisty and turny, and that's what they literally means. It's like to turn to.
Oh,
And
really?
I think that kind of like his character, like to turn, revolve, and then of good, to turn of good. So like his name is already implying like he's got a journey ahead, a transformation.
Like it's like
if my
Stanley
theory is correct, I
Goodspeed
could
and
be- I don't know if Lucas actually planned that out or if it's just my insane autism, like tying it in.
with them, with how they craft these stories and how much care and how much like Lucas really did love these things, and he did put a lot of
That's true.
backstory and all that stuff. So I would think it's on purpose.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of interviews with him, and that does seem kind of his style.
Mm.
And it also introduced the mom quickly has a baby, and there's Ethna, the midwife, and she's there, and
She actually had
she's
a
the one
name.
that smuggled the baby out. Yeah, it's Ethna. Zulema Dana. She's a mostly British TV. And she's in a lot of British TV, so I'm sure, like, if you're in the UK, you probably.
My notes for her was homely caretaker.
And the name Ethna itself means graceful, so that kind of fits too, because she's the one that saves the baby.
And she's chewed up by dogs, so that's graceful.
Man, bear, pigs.
No. No, yeah.
The death
damn it,
dogs.
Till. I was about to say that. I was going to say the big dogs. Damn it.
Yeah, they're called death dogs.
They-
and I wanted
they
the
did a-
toy of them.
They did a good job with that because this is in like '88, we said, and I couldn't. Obviously, they look weird, but for back then, like I couldn't really see how the hell they did that with those fucking pig dogs. Like, they look pretty good for '88.
It's like in the Stargate,
the lore.
the fucking big
Go ahead.
weird, the big goddamn fucking camel things. That is the first thing that Daniel Jackson sees when he lands on the planet.
Almost like the Star Wars bantha, like they're
Yeah, those are Clydesdales with just like a fucking thing over them.
suit over them.
Really?
Yeah, those are just Clydesdales.
Well, I'm sure those
I
are
looked
just
at the
dogs with
lore.
random shit on it.
What I'm saying is like
So I looked at
you
the
could do a
lore
lot
for
with
the
those
death
animals.
dogs because I was curious. I was really curious about what they call. I used to think they were called wargs because that's what you call them in D&D. They're kind of like these war dogs, but they said the legend is the creation of foul sorcery. The Veil folk, which are the fairies, raise a line of warhounds that resist cold iron to defend against the Daikini, which is a tall folk or a lesbian swimsuit. They are immune to steel. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, then I guess
Steel.
they're not immune
That's
to
scary.
spears. That's how
Unless
that's how
they're
the
cold
Nellen
iron,
killed
I
him.
guess. Yeah.
There's wooden spears.
Oh yeah. Vonkar.
Wood.
Yeah,
their
they
one
just
weakness.
nail them with wooden spears over and over and over.
Yeah, we could go right into Vonkar. That's where it goes. So she saves the baby, puts it on the Moses raft.
Yeah, she finds this chunk of dirt and
And then
just
she
sends him
dies.
on it.
Yeah, and then she dies, and then
The baby floats
And
down the
then-
river.
and
It's eaten by
they get
crocodiles.
Are you buffering? It's okay.
Somebody buffering?
No, it's fine. And so then you get the Vonkar with the spear. They get to the village, and he was in Troll. He's in a lot of the Ghoulies and B movies from the 80s.
Yeah, he's in everything.
Yeah, Phil Fondacaro.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I gotta
so
get to the. We gotta talk about how the the baby lands and the Willow's kids find him, and Willow's first reaction is like, "Hey, we gotta push this thing down the river."
Yeah, but get rid of it. Oh,
no,
it's
this
obviously
is trouble. Yeah, let's just
Yeah,
push
it's
it down the
obviously
river.
trouble.
He keeps going, "Don't touch it," and then his wife's holding it. And it's like, "No!"
No! And then like they it's all backstory. It's not really important, but was it Bartlecut? He comes like trying to steal his land
Bartlecut.
and shit. Bartlecut, that's the one. Yep.
Burgle. Yeah.
Dude, he
yeah,
was
I just
so
call him
perfect
fat
casting.
midget.
he's using a pig. Willow has a pig. That's what he's using to like kind of farm. Like a pig is kind of his ox.
Yeah.
That's how small
Dude, that
he
shit,
is. So
all this shit's
But
hilarious.
Burglecut accuses him of stealing his seeds, and that's like where beef is.
Dude, that's
Burglecut
like-
is the prefect of the whole town, so he's the leader of the town.
Well, I thought the wizard was the head of the town.
He's the
just
main
revered
sage,
one.
but he's not the
He's-
politician.
He's like the mayor, and he's more like the
he's
the mystic
prefect,
that everybody
that's what-
listens to.
Yeah.
And that's Mark Northover, and he's a British actor too. He's actually in the "Walking in My Shoes" Depeche Mode video. If you ever watched that one, you'll see him about like 10 seconds into the video. You'll see
Dude, that-
Burglecut's face in black
That's
and white.
that was perfect casting, man. I wanted to punch that guy. He was like the perfect, like if you needed an evil midget, he was the best.
Yeah, I do like how like okay, so we're not used to seeing all these like little people in real life, and so like immediately like they just humanize them because you got this good whole. You get Kaya, which literally means peer, by the way. So his wife
Really?
Kaya, and she loves him, and they're so loving. Then you get this total douchebag politician accusing him of theft, like, and it's like what a contrast. So immediately all that little people is gone, and you're just now it's just a human story, like they're just regular ass people, and I like that transition. So it's not even jarring; it's natural. Just we're watching Nelwyns. That's what they're called, Nelwyns.
Mm-hmm.
They're a type of lesser fairy.
Is that what that
Wynn
is? Is that the
means
lore for
holy.
that?
Yeah. They're called Nelwyns, and that's their little village. I forget the name of the area. I might not have even. Yes.
The Shire. It's called the Shire.
I was
Pretty
gonna
much.
say Midgetville.
Midgetville, New Zealand.
Short
And,
Stack, Ohio.
I do want to talk about the music real quick because like we're getting all this. It's just, everything tying into music just went perfectly with it. I almost thought it was John Williams because I'm like, well, Lucas, Ron Howard, but it's actually James Horner, and he did like Field of Dreams, Glory, Aliens,
Mhm.
Batteries Not Included, and Cocoon.
Oh, I love that movie.
All those
Yeah.
boomer movies. I love those movies as a kid though. I'm sorry, I watched both of them. I love them.
Absolutely. They're like a mainstay. They came on TV all the time.
I was easy to please though. But yeah, and but the score I think was fantastic with it. It's one of the things that keeps going. Dun, 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 dun. Like they got their like Willow has a theme, and it worked really well. Like that's another thing Lucas did well. Is very good pairing of music and cinema.
They said that it was
Much
one of
better
the
than dialogue.
yeah sometimes, but they said with this score or whatever, they actually that's one of the big things people like about it, and like how impressed they are, and like they even use I don't know which song it is, but they for like trailers for a while they actually used some of the music from Willow in other trailers for other movies and shit.
That's funny.
Dude, I
It's
remember
just that recognizable.
the music's still good. I remember one spot, and I can't remember exactly where it was, but Val Kilmer said something, and Willow doesn't buy it, and the music doesn't buy it. Like, the music's like, whatever. Dude, the music in this movie is fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good.
My favorite soundtrack is the Conan the Barbarians. I could just listen to that. Basil Ross. It's some weird, but every song just makes you want to go be a Viking immediately. Like if you listen to that one.
I'm that
Speaking
way
of
with
movie,
the
I haven't
Jurassic
seen
Park.
that
Highly
movie in a
recommend.
long time. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Conan.
Oh God, I love the
Yeah.
Conan movies. I'm a dork for that shit.
I used
That's
to.
my
I can wonder why-
generation, man.
Yeah, no, I can wonder why they don't put it on. It wasn't like the line is like, we rape the women, we take all their stuff. It's like,
It's
ah,
what is the meaning of life? To see our enemies driven before us. Like, I forget. Geez, I usually know that one.
but it's like, like the line was like literally like taking or raping all the women. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Now hear the lamentations of the women. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I can see why they're not playing this in current day.
I mean, based.
To like kill my enemies, see them driven before me,
Based.
and yeah, hear the lamentations. Oh, very base. But yeah, we'll probably have to go to Conan one day. Actually, Universal Studios back in the day had the best stunt film, and then they got rid of Conan. And they're like fighting mostly in like the snake pit, like in the tower they go into, and then at the end of it, like a giant fucking dragon comes out and blows the actual fire.
Dude,
Force the
James
audience
Earl
and
Jones
stuff.
looks so metal in
It
that
was
fucking
badass.
movie.
Oh my god, yeah, with the long ass hair.
Like, someone needs to go back. I've like, as much as I do like the score from Conan, someone needs to go back and give it heavy metal stings. Like, wouldn't that be
Just from the
so
movie
fucking
Heavy Metal.
killer? Yeah, just like.
Take a ride on heavy metal.
Dude,
I'm surprised they didn't back then. That's all that music was back then.
this shit would be so badass.
Well, I'm glad they didn't. I love that soundtrack a lot.
Yeah, it probably not have been as popular if they put modern day
Just
fucking
when
rock
James
music
Earl
in it.
Jones shows up, just replace his music with heavy metal.
Yeah. So just a 10-minute guitar solo.
You see lightning. Oh, dude.
We'll tie it back to Warwick a little bit. So like, he started off as Wicket, but it was like kind of an accident. Wicket was supposed to be Kenny Baker, who was R2, and he got sick, and 12-year-old Warwick stepped in, and he mimicked kind of his dog with the head motions. He knows his dog would look like that. So
Yeah.
he had Wicket doing that, and then George just loved him, and everyone loved him.
Yeah, he's
That's why
been
he
in
kept him in mind even
every
years
Star
later.
Wars movie, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's also in Harry Potter. All
Yeah,
the
every
movies and things
Harry Potter movie. Yeah.
They cast him as a.
Yeah, I
what
think
was
he's
it,
one of the most paid,
Israeli
highest
banker.
paid actors. Yeah, I think he's literally one of the most highest paid actors.
Probably. Dude,
Fucking
Dude,
nuts.
And he
Slightly
plays like
off
3
subject.
characters in
Royal.
everything he's in.
Slightly off
Well, he has
subject. One of my
royalties to all the major
Yeah,
trilogies.
tons of
exist.
phrases or franchises.
Potter alone would make you rich, even if you're a
Yeah.
psychic. You're rich for the rest of your life.
He's a teacher and a goblin in that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and yeah. So you think he's in Star Wars? He's in Potter. He's in all the major franchises. Willow itself, which had its own toy, which I'll
Dude,
get into.
his acting aside, one of my
toys really
favorite
suck.
one of my favorite reality TV shows, because I hate reality TV. My favorite reality TV shows is Idiot Abroad, and specifically the season with Warwick Davis and Carl Pilkington just getting sent to
I
random
don't
places.
know what it is.
Okay, so you know Ricky
What's it
Gervais,
called?
right?
Abroad.
Idiot Abroad.
Idiot Abroad.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know,
so is it like a fake? Is it a fake reality show?
no, it's Ricky
Ricky
Gervais and Stephen Merchant. Well, when they were doing their podcast, they met this producer named Carl Pilkington, who is a bald-headed buffoon, but like one of the most lovable human beings on the fucking planet. And he's never been outside the UK, like rarely been outside of London. Like, and so they start sending him to different places around the world, and it's just Ricky Gervais sandbagging his vacations from England. Just being like, oh, I arranged for this nice thing for you to do out there in Vietnam. And he's like, oh, I don't want to do it. He's like, oh, we're going to take you, zip lining through the jungle. And then, like, turns out his ride there is like a donkey or some shit, like I just made that example up, but that's essentially how he would like sandbag like the guy's fucking trips, and it's always great. And then like I think it's like the second or third season they pair him up with Warwick Davis, and so it's just Warwick Davis and fucking Carl arguing the whole trip.
I got you all self-conscious of how to say words.
Yes, you did.
Driving
Damn it.
crazy.
Fucking
I'm
dick.
gonna keep saying Warwick. I'm just gonna keep
Say
saying
Warwick.
Rourke,
It's fine.
Rourke.
Who gives a shit?
I'm just calling him Rourke.
Idiot.
I don't think.
He's always Warwick in my heart.
He's Rourke
But that's
now.
all I ever called him as a kid. Yeah.
Keep going, he's gonna be Rooker.
But he even made fun of that, and he did like a little intro to Willow, the TV series, that made me kind of want to watch it. How cool he was about it, but yeah, he just kept reminding people how to say his name.
He is just like a genuinely nice guy, and that's the funniest part about the Idiot Abroad is it's Carl making
You don't get
him
hired that many rules. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Carl just making the nicest midget in the whole fucking world start going, will you just shut your fucking mouth? It's great, dude. It's a great show.
I gotta watch that. Yeah, I'll watch.
Yeah,
it.
I didn't know about that one. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, there is certain actors that you can kind of feel like there's something endearing beyond the act.
Yeah.
Not even the act. You can tell there's like good juju with some people. And you can tell there's some Bruce Willises out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I always like Bruce Willis, but I always could tell like I don't want to work.
He should have died in a
Doesn't
car
look like
crash in the
fun to work.
80s. No, I'm not.
Yeah, going out a legend.
Yes. Could
Maybe
you imagine?
he did, and like his evil twin took over.
Well, Val Kilmer should have died in like probably the mid 2000s and went out a legend. Like he was known for being an asshole on set.
Yep. Dude, have you seen him lately?
God.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah,
It
that
is
would've been
god
better.
awful.
I can't look. I didn't watch the documentary either. Can't do.
I didn't
Can't
watch the
do it.
documentary,
Won't do
but
it.
I watched him on who's that fucking roadie that has his own goddamn fucking radio show down in LA. He's British and he's always got a denim vest on and he's got glasses. He's like
I tried every British person on the planet.
JJ Stoner.
no, JJ Stoner's not British.
Yeah, I was going to say like, you just
Can be.
described every British person on the planet.
That just reminds me of the bad Royce impression I did the other day to Frozen, where I made Royce into a Long Island Jewish woman. Like, oh, Frozen. We must watch more cooking videos, Frozen. Frozen, can you get us more cooking videos? It's a chilly in here,
I can
Frozen.
kind of hear Royce though.
You're right.
Yeah.
You know what?
You gotta do an Elmo voice if you're gonna do Royce.
You know what his reaction
Elmo
was?
don't want none of this. Elmo say, this is not Elmo territory, okay? Elmo don't want this.
Frozen just went.
Elmo watch Willow.
Frozen just went. I will be telling my superiors. It's like, uh-oh. Frozen,
Royce is gonna hear about this.
Yeah, like, god damn it, dude. I'm picturing like Frozen in the pre-show like chat for RTC, and Just everything Royce is saying, he's just hearing it in his head as, "I'm frozen. You need to pull up those new videos, Frozen. Now those are the wrong videos."
Do you think when
Frozen,
he's
is that
sleeping-
you?
Do you think when he's sleeping, he gets woken up with like Royce's voice, like, "Frozen, you
Yeah.
need to wake up. Wake up, pull that up." Oh shit! It's like his alarm clock.
Frozen, we need more
Frozen,
palate
I
cleansers.
need you to wake up. Palate cleanser, palate.
Oh shit,
Palate
didn't-
CK in the chat. What up?
What's up, CK? I gotta imagine like Frozen just wakes up in
Hey,
the
brah.
in a cold sweat, just like, "It's not me. It's not."
Oh Jesus.
All right, this one's a little off topic though. It's like, let's get back to the midget town.
Midget
We're at
town.
Burgle Cut, and so
We're
they
at
go to the fair,
Yep.
and Kaya's got the baby hidden away because she's like a total mom. New baby, must have pet. And so he's stuck, and he takes his bobbins with him. I forget the kids' names, but
He just calls them bobbins.
Yep. That's
and
their name.
Kenny
plural.
Baker's in the band playing, and then when they discover about the baby after the second attack,
By the dog
that's
pigs.
when, he's one of the
The
ones
man
to
bear
say,
pigs?
"Well, who'll do that when it goes to taking the ring to Mordor? I mean, the baby to
Yeah,
Tears
literally.
Lean."
Oh, hold on,
Well, hey, wait,
we
wait,
skipped
we're-
something.
Yeah, go ahead. Till.
We skipped the wizards.
Magic show.
We skipped Willow's magic show
Get two things.
and the
yeah.
wizard. Well, I mean that's that was just
The
like,
Wizard
showing-
Apprentice.
Yeah, where he was like
Yeah,
gonna pick an
to try
apprentice.
to become the wizard's apprentice, and then who he picks? Pick which finger? Her?
Did you guys
And
know
that
what it
kinda
was
sucks
off the
'cause, like,
bat?
Willow had like way more of a chance anyway. 'Cause it's
Well,
not
no, we got to
really
go
a
over the
finger.
disappearing pig trick because that is maybe I don't want to blow anything for anybody, but
Great
might possibly
callback.
be foreshadowing something.
Yeah, it's a great callback. Nothing is
Uh,
wasted in a great script.
We're doing a movie about the show. I don't think you have to worry about spoilers.
I might have done something called being sarcastic. I don't know if you being a guru, I thought you would know pick up what I'm going with that.
Guru,
there,
no
Guru.
one's seen this movie in the chat. They're watching this movie through our description.
Exactly. That's why I don't want to ruin the great surprise at the end.
Well, yes, we must keep our magic from revealing secrets, of course. So yes. Okay, so we go to that little village. Everyone's dancing, having a fair. And
Yep.
affairs, I'm sure a couple of them.
You just see midgets
Yeah.
parting their balls
Got-
off.
See midgets
People
just
drinking,
fucking
yelling.
right out in the open. They're just
Drinking,
little midget
eating,
dicks, just
feasting,
pounding little
Just
midget
getting their
pussy.
fucking fighting. It's all
on.
the same.
Side
Getting mauled
note:
by death dogs.
this might not be a good movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it in years, but this might be a good movie to talk about. You guys ever seen the movie Perfume? The story of a murderer.
No.
Yes.
That
I've never
movie is a
seen that.
fucking weird ass movie. You know what I'm talking about, Guru. You know why it popped in my head now,
I
right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's a weird one.
good. All right. So they're
Cool,
out there.
cool. I know too, but just explain it to the audience like they don't know.
The movie ends with a giant orgy. And the
Okay,
Pope's
okay.
involved.
At least it wasn't with children like in It.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh God, yeah, Jesus.
But in it, they were all children, so, I mean, we just don't need to know
Leave
about
Jesus
it.
out of it.
Yeah.
They were all just the size of children.
Why did you have to describe it so in detail, Stephen King? You could just been like, and then they all went in the back and gangbanged, and that could have been the whole description.
And they all in the back, and she made them all men.
Yeah, that could have
Boom.
been, boom, yeah. She
You
just
think
showed them
Stephen
all their
King's
tits.
editor was like, I don't. Hey, when he comes in, I'll do the editing, but when he comes in, I don't want to be around him.
No, I'm sure
I
the
don't want to be around him.
no,
I'm
that's
still
Hollywood and all
traumatized
that
from
other
having to
shit.
edit that.
I'm sure the editor was like, oh, you should have went longer on this.
Should we have someone audition for the role now, or should we? Can we make this one? Can we make the It one a movie? I really like that one. It was a good one. Yeah, it's a good one.
That should be half of the movie.
Let's make the entire second half when the kids are banging. That'll get us in the blockbusters. Like,
I
ma'am,
know,
can
we'll
you
have the
leave?
orgy scene as kids,
ma'am, get
and
out of
the
here. We're
orgy
writing that
scene
out.
when they're adults. And we'll call it Caligula instead.
Another good one for future would be you guys ever seen Sweetback's Badass Song?
I don't watch any movie that has that long of it.
What are these movies you're talking about?
That is the original blaxploitation movie, and it has one of the. You can watch the movie. There's a movie called Badass, that is the story of the making of that movie, directed by the son of the guy who made Sweetback.
Two
Okay.
syllables. Watch that one.
Basically, the way black cinema started was they got funding from pornographers and would lie to them and tell them, we're making pornos. And so they get all this funding, and then they would take all that funding and throw it into making these like
The shame.
these string
to take
budget
such a
fucking movies.
Sacred
Dude, like
art as pornography and ruin it with such foulness. How dare you, sir?
no joke, like when the investors would show up on set, they would have porn stars, like low tier porn stars, just on set as like extras and shit, and like small parts in the movie. So as soon as the investors showed up on set,
Makes sense.
they could just start, fucking. And so there's like just weird random sex scenes like littered throughout this fucking movie. It's great. It's absolutely great.
Nice.
Anyways.
I'm not gonna
watch
check that out, but it sounds awesome.
Anyways, back to midgets.
Back to the midget
Back to the
festival.
big dick Willow. What if Warwick's packing some heat?
Dude,
That's why
he's
the troll
married
is
with two
around.
kids.
It would
He's
drag
married
the
with two
ground.
kids.
That's why that troll has that face. Look at the troll.
I didn't realize it
That's
was
why
the fucking troll at
she's all
first.
sweaty right now.
That
Look at
that
that
wasn't
smile. Warwick's
that wa-
packing.
that wasn't the one they were talking about this entire movie.
It is British. It's probably curved. Probably curved.
Jesus.
It looks like a walking cane, like a gentleman's
Looks like a
walking
willow.
cane.
Yeah, he's definitely a tripod. That's what,
Twist
you know,
it, turn to a willow.
I've never seen him fall over in the entire movie. It's weird.
We're supposed to be talking
So,
about the movie. We're just
let's
making
get
midget dick jokes.
back to Lord of the Rings. Let's get back to Lord of the Rings after it's been in the dryer.
Been in the sun for a while.
Yeah. It's like
So what are we? We're at the
Rinky-dink.
festival. He does his little pig trick that doesn't go as
Magic
well.
No, and he puts the fire wand through his arm. Does that all get? Puts
So
the
that-
tree stump over his arm.
Which leads to
And,
the wizard apprentice thing, and he fails that too.
Yeah.
did you
but
guys
he
guess the
says that-
answer?
Go
yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm saying like,
he
well, I'm
was
sure.
supposed to pick
Oh, you
his
guys have
thumb.
seen it many times. I haven't seen it in 20 years. So when it was like, which finger is it? I'm like, it's my finger. Fuck
Yeah,
your
what
fingers.
finger holds the source of all magic? I think he said.
It's like, oh, so me being a
I
conceited
finger.
asshole would have got me the wizard's apprenticeship.
And he sounds exactly like I expected for it to sound. That's how I think all of them should sound. But then he does like little eye movements and stuff.
You should have picked your own
Okay.
finger.
He has the tiniest, cutest little hands. He's got like little nubby
Oh,
hands. The nubby hands.
What
It's
was you?
adorable.
They even talk about it. He's like, and he goes,
There they are, right there.
What finger do you think? He goes, oh, it's stupid. It's stupid. And he goes, what's stupid? He goes like, what finger? He goes, I would have picked my own. He goes, well, that's the right answer. You gotta have more confidence, you little bitch.
Yeah. He does have
Now
a great
stop getting
voice.
cut by that goddamn buckle cut. And so yeah, but then the death dogs come. Sorry, not death dogs. I am used to saying devil dogs.
The big
Death
dog.
dogs come.
Man,
Big
bear
dogs.
pigs.
And then Von Carr and his posse fight him off, and then that's when the baby has to be revealed.
Dude, you
And then
know
they
who
have
we're
to vote on toss the
Do you-
bones.
do you know
to
who we're
decide who
ignoring now?
goes.
The one battle midget we're ignoring. The black.
Megosh?
No, Migo. No,
That's
the
Von
no,
Carr.
the no,
Not
the
ignoring
black.
Von Carr, I mentioned him. That's Von
No,
Carr.
the black one that's in Me, Myself, and
Von
Irene.
Carr.
Yeah.
That's not Von Carr. No, it isn't. Von Carr's the
Oh,
no,
that's
the
right.
actual black guy. Von Carr looks like he's
Well, what's
maybe
his name?
Spanish. Black midget.
Jesus
Black
Christ.
midget number 1.
And YouTube's canceled already.
I'm sorry. Super sexy number 1. Is that better?
Warrior midget.
Now you just sound like you
Warrior-
got midget fish.
Damn it! I can't win.
Dude, do you guys notice?
Uh,
I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie. When I was a kid, for some reason, I remember now because I thought they were cute when I was like 6. Right, the Mary-Kate and Ashley movies. Like, remember Double Double Toil and Trouble? The fucking midget from that movie's in this movie. He's the one that looks like a little tiny Danny Trejo. You guys, no, oh, okay.
Isn't that Von Carr?
I don't.
That's Von Carr.
Dude, their names.
Tony Cox, and he's known as Von Carr Warrior. So
Say-
he's still a Von Carr motherfucker.
No,
But
there's
Tony
the
Cox.
there's the one black guy, the one black
Tony
midget in
Cox.
there. There's Von
Tony
Carr.
Cox.
There's the Jewish
Oh,
friend
Fonda
midget
Caro.
to Willow.
Me gosh.
Yeah, and
David
then there's the big
Steinberg.
fat one. So, oh my God, he really is Jewish.
Burgle cut. Yes, he is.
Oh, I called that. I didn't know that. Oh man, my Jew card's so good.
And
Oh,
Burgle
you mean
cut
that
is
fro was a dead giveaway?
North Oak.
Oh, the nose got me.
But yeah, that's the guy. I recognize the black one from Me, Myself, and Irene, and
That's how I know him too.
And then I
But he's in like
recognized-
everything. He was in Bad Santa.
yeah, I recognize from that, and then I recognize the one from that old fucking Mary-Kate and Ashley fucking movie from when I was a little kid.
I don't know that movie. That's
I
why
don't remember
kinda moved
anything
on.
about that movie other than there was like something about a mirror and this midget that lived in like a little tent next to the freeway. That's it. I don't even know if those facts are correct. Like, I had to look up what the name of the movie was. I was like, I don't know, Mary-Kate and Ashley magic movie. I don't fucking know. Like, I remember there was something about magic or something.
Oh, shit.
I was not watching that.
Yeah, you know what? I thought they were cute when I was
Yeah, I
like
missed
7
that
years
one.
old. Okay, it's the only reason I was always watching for the girls. You know what I mean?
Creepy.
How's
Yeah,
it
but
cre-
when you were
how's it
7,
creepy?
we
I
were
was
like
7.
15, so it's different.
Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough for you. I am way younger. All right, fair enough.
No,
I
but you
never
liked them in the early Full House. That's the problem, even at 7. You like the
the
early years of Full House.
At 7, I was a creeper.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
I grew out of it, luckily. Luckily, I like normal age
Cry,
girls
baby,
now.
cry. I love that shit.
It only took
Cry,
20
baby.
years. Shit.
Now they
You're
look
like,
like
I watched it last week.
emancipated
Beautiful.
Skeletors. Jesus.
The Bone Sisters.
Yeah,
It's
man.
funny that the one that no one knew existed is the hot one now.
Right? They both look like their
Oh, actually-
skin.
You know who we forgot the most? And this one hurts. General fucking Kale. That dude was the coolest fucking dude of all time in my childhood. Skeleton face guy, General Kale. And
that from?
that guy from Willow.
About
That's,
Oh, the skull,
yeah, skull face.
the skull guy.
More does
I always call him
Has more to
Skullface.
Sentiment.
Yeah.
General Kale, and that is he was Pat Roach. He's a wrestler. He was also the big Chirpa in Raiders of the Lost Ark that like throws him around in the bar, and he's that
Oh,
big
shit.
giant German mechanic in
Oh, really?
Crusaders.
I didn't realize that. I guess it
Yeah,
makes
like-
sense. It is Lucasfilm.
Yeah. Just-
Yes.
He likes his guys,
British,
man. He keeps them
wrestler.
in.
Yeah, but that dude, that toy, I wanted that toy, and the toy is awful. Let's get to the toys. They just have like these. They have bases for their feet. They're just like little model characters, and but I wanted. Sorry for the mic touch. But I wanted that toy so bad. I got it, but boy, the toys are awful. But I wanted every one of them.
I'm surprised somebody
They're
hasn't
off.
done like a reboot on the toys and shit. Made them more like how you can get a real life looking, like almost like model toy. You know what
I
I
believe
mean?
they're called
It's just
Hot Toys.
They might. I don't know. It could be out there. I haven't really looked, so I don't want to say. I have no idea.
I gotta imagine somebody that has all those toys in the background. Those kind of streamers. I don't want to say those guys. They might slightly bigger than us. I don't want to give them any more viewers. I don't want them to take any of our
Oh
5 people. watching.
no!
3 of those are us, by the way. Yeah.
All right, the 2 people watching that.
I mean, I'm not watching. I just have the chat open. I'm not watching.
I'm watching.
Oh, okay.
I have
So
to.
hot,
It's the
Guru.
only way I can.
Wrong.
It's the only way. It's the only way I can see the chat.
Oh, you can hit those little 3 buttons up next to the live chat, and it'll give you a pop-out chat.
Hold on here. Hold on here. Oh shit! You're teaching me all kinds of stuff today, Doc.
Hell yeah.
But
So what?
I wanted to get to okay. So now his name. Now we're getting into names. Now, Kale. What does that mean? Pauline Kael was a critic, and she gave a really scathing review of Star Wars. I looked it up. It was pretty mean, and that's where George Lucas, I think, did a little. That's at least the main guess from people is he gave his evil general over.
And she didn't know. She didn't know that, and I think she gave this movie like a positive review. She didn't know they were making fun of her.
I just heard her name and was like, "Ooh, I like Kale. That sounds
Yeah.
like me." It's
I
my
think even
favorite food too.
I think even the two-headed monster was sort of a knock at Siskel and Ebert at the time.
Is that why they?
No,
have big
really, I
noses?
It's a fire-breathing eberisk.
Is that what that the entire time we're watching it? I'm like asking my girl, like, what the fuck is this thing? Is this a dragon? Some sort of worm? Like, what the fuck is it?
The fire-breathing eberisk. You don't know what an eberisk is, man? I don't know.
No,
Either.
I have
It's
no
definitely
idea what
from their
that is.
lore.
Is it
So
related
that's
to a
what
basilisk?
he turned. We're jumping into where he gets.
That's
the
a snake.
scroll.
Oh yeah, we're too
And,
far ahead. We haven't even got out of the tiny village yet.
Yeah. No. So we'll get to there. Trust me. I'll remind you. Trust me. We'll get to that. So right now now they're deciding what to do with the baby, and the elder of the village, Billy Barty, by the way, another famous work. Roll the bones, and they decide who takes the human. And so Burgle Cut's just like, no, you can't go, Von Carr. We need you here. And then that bitch. So then you can tell it's kind of all bullshit. You know, the elder already knows who he's gonna send, so he just sends Burgle Cut kind of out of spite as their leader to force him. That's what gets them. He has to choose a party. They gotta take the baby to the Daikinis. And that's where the journey begins. And that's when also he talks to Billy Barty about choosing his own thumb. Because that's where the magic really is. It's your own self. Messages. That's nice. Y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I don't want to steal the show.
Oh no.
But so that's where we start, and then they get together and they're literally looking like the Lord of the Rings journey. Landscapes to show them faraway shots through these jungle forests. Just a montage to show us a long journey. By the time they get to.
Oh, there you are. You clipped out for a second.
We lost someone.
No, we're still here. I think Ken might be muted for a second. Yeah, then it's where like shortly after that they stop. Like the baby throws up, gets a little sick. They keep traveling, and then they meet
That's
Val
when Burgle
Kilmer.
Cut goes. Wait, gotta keep going. She goes, sick. Give her to me, and he gets the baby just pukes all over him.
Dude, that dude gets shit in his mouth all movie.
Oh, that shit was horrible. This was like custard too, like cold mashed potatoes. I don't know what that was.
Usually it's pea soup.
Wow.
It's like some like mushed up pea soup. Yeah,
Probably.
like dude later he gets shit in the
That's
mouth
fair.
by a bird. I think it was. Bird just shits right in
Yeah,
his
he got
mouth.
shit on by a bird.
That dude just
And then
keeps getting shit on.
That's like the end, I think.
Yeah. They move on to they find a couple
Where
of
do we
crows
get to?
cages.
Yep, and that's where we meet Mad.
Who's like demanding they give him water. I'm like, dude, you're in a cage. Have you tried being nice? Like,
He does eventually, but at first he's just mean. Peck. He calls him Pet too instead of knowing.
He just picks up Willow and like starts strangling him.
Yeah, he does. He grabs him by the collar immediately and goes, "Water, give me water." Peck. And,
Berto calls me and he's like, "Hey, I trust this guy. We should give him the baby."
yeah, like, this dude's fine. This is perfect. Let's
We're
get
in
rid of
luck.
this fucking baby.
We're in luck, guys.
I gotta get back to my.
Ironically,
And then he does
tr-
remind Willow. He goes like, "Every time you're not there, this like time you can't plant your seeds. Pretty much, I'm gonna take your farm.
Yeah.
Want you to know that." So he is a bad dude.
And again, it's just
But-
better storytelling. It gives him like urgency why he shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
It's just you just don't like it. It's this
It
stuff
shows
is like
his sacrifices more too. Like
absolutely
he's
yeah.
gonna risk losing everything just for a strange baby he doesn't know.
Exactly. He's away from his family. He could lose everything, and just for this, this weird, giant baby.
Yep.
I just mean it's just like so much better story writing back then. Like for this like stupid fantasy movie, that's all it is, and they just put so much time to like kind of craft every little aspect of it, and you just don't see it anymore.
Yeah. Typically I don't care for Ron Howard movies, but I really like this one. Like,
Oh, I don't know. What else? What else? He's done a lot of like. Did he do Apollo 11?
Paul 11,
Apollo 13.
Paul 13, yeah, okay, that's
Apollo
yeah.
13.
That one wasn't half bad. Da Vinci Code was all right, but like I don't know.
I'm not into the Da Vinci Code movies.
The
I'll
first
say
one
I
was
like-
all right. I didn't really
He's
care for the
made-
second one.
He's made two of my favorite movies though. He's made Cinderella Man. That's like one of my favorite movies too.
Yeah.
And I like Far and Away. He just got to stop putting his stupid brother in everything.
Yeah,
like
I think a lot of his
American
problem is
Graffiti
pacing.
A lot. American Graffiti's good for sure, and Backdraft ruled. I'm sorry, I like Backdraft.
Did he do
Backdraft
Backdraft?
is
I didn't know.
amazing.
I didn't know he did Backdraft. Wow.
Yeah, I went to Universal once again. They had like
Yeah.
a whole Backdraft thing. That shit made it fucking.
That's
crazy.
my brother. God damn it.
Or Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
He's one
He
of those
did- did he do
actors. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna say I was gonna ask if he did Minority Report, but that was Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, Spielberg. I don't know. He's one of those directors where like the older he got, some of his movies just like I don't know, got kind of boring. And that might
Yeah.
just be an age
I'm
thing.
sure. I think he's a born kid. What perspective does he have when you're born into? I mean, he's been doing movies since he was
Yeah.
just a babe, so he's good at making movies. But yeah, they're gonna fall flat on the vision.
Like Splash
You know,
wasn't
because-
bad. That was like a little fun little rom com. Cocoon was pretty good. Willow's pretty good. Parenthood,
But what-
that one just never interested me.
What has he made since like 2000 that's been any good?
Money.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's made
Lots
money.
of
His
His brother
Cinderella
famous,
Man.
even though he's repulsive.
Frost Nixon like got a lot of good reviews and shit, but that movie just bored the holy
So
hell out
boring.
of me.
You know what's gonna happen. It's so
Yeah.
boring. Who gives a shit?
Did Rush? I don't know what that is. Inferno he did a couple years ago. Never saw that.
No, nobody did.
He
Yeah, I haven't
directed the
seen
new
most of these.
Han Solo movie. That was dog shit.
Oh, then yeah, then he deserves to die on the fire for that fucking shit stinker movie.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I don't know if that you could really blame that on him. No, it was
I
just,
always will blame the director. That's
You
the point
always-
of being
yeah.
a director.
They get that
Yeah.
money, they deserve all the blame. You know, they get all the credit
gotta
for
do
it, and they get all the blame.
Yeah, like Angels and Demons was pretty meh. Like he's not a
And
bad
it's though-
director ever. Like he's never terrible, except for
But the
Solo.
movies are important.
But like some of like especially later, like the later half of his discography, just a lot of them just get kind of.
I think it's
bland.
later. Like I said, he has no life experience outside, like no struggle, no like
Yeah,
poverty to overcome.
no poverty
like, he just-
pretzels
Yeah.
to eat.
Yeah,
No
you
JJ
know,
pretzels.
Lucas was starving at a point. You know, like Lucas
Yeah.
like was having a hard time. Like so was Spielberg. Like so that's why their first movies are like, fuck yeah, let's make a movie.
Yeah.
And then they got super rich. It's like, yeah, let's make a weird art.
Well, now everything's the message too, so they have to
And all
throw
about the
in-
kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hated that.
And like his daughter, Ron Howard's daughter, is going to be the same thing.
Oh, I'm sure.
She started directing. She's in these what? Besides these Jurassic Park disaster movies, like
Maybe
she's not
she can
doing
make-
much.
Maybe she can make Godfather 4 then.
Oh God.
So Matt Mardigan's giving him a hard time. They'd go fuck it, like we're out. You can leave with him or done, and they leave. And then me, Gosh, and Gosh actually means God. Like it's always been like so people could say God God damn it without actually swearing. That's why you get gosh darn it.
Yeah.
So it's like my God. So it's once again like good character showing, kind of a showing. He's a good Jew, and he follows the Sabbath, and that's why he had to leave. And but the next day, the Galadornian army comes after just lose. They just got their asses kicked by General Kale. It's kind of implied, but they never show it, though. That would be cool.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Thorns are like these giant thorn bushes, so you could kind of get a visual of Galadorn. Like the people are probably, but it's kind of probably like medieval France looking. To imagine, but with a darker hue. From just what I could think of when I think of their armor, where they come from, kind of darker armor.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And,
they're like the
but,
evil country to the whatever.
yeah. And Mad Mardigan, I find out through the lore, I think, too, used to have a kingdom. He lost to Bad Morton. He serves no man after that. That's why they get into an argument. General Eric, I used to thought it was Eric, like E-R-I-K, but
Yeah, I
it's
thought that's not his
A-I-R-K.
name. That's not his name.
It's A-I-R-K, Eric.
Eric. Era?
Eric Thalbear, and he's the general of the Galadorn army. And so that's why he sees Mad Mardigan, and he gets mad because Mad Mardigan won't join him. So he's like, you could rot there since you don't serve anyone. You know.
Which is weird because he said, "Hey, give me a sword. I'll win this war for you." So it sounds like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you know," but he knows
But when
he's probably
they
lying.
needed him,
Okay.
he said, "I don't serve anyone." So they needed that already. Time for that has passed. Now you're in a cage. Fuck you.
Yeah. I probably saved
So-
your life.
Yep.
I mean, he probably did,
Yeah, because they
honestly.
were slaughtered.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were slaughtered at the siege of Galanor. That's why they're having to move, and they're trying to. That's the last of their forces
Yeah.
marching to. So
I do like how
We
like
get to
complicated their relationship is, because like they start off like seemingly friendly, and then the guy's like, "Nope, fuck you, rot in the cage, you dick," and he just like rides off with a smile. And you're
What do you call it?
yeah,
A
and
crow?
Willow-
A crow trap?
Yeah, or a crow's cage.
Crow's cage.
yeah, and Willow and Migosh hear these horrible, weird yow, like weird yapping noises, and like they're getting freaked out. He starts missing Kaya in the morning. So the morning, like they're so desperate, they're trying to pawn it off to an army. Like, will you take these kids? And and they just don't. They just keep marching,
Yeah, he's just
and that's
find
when
a
he's
woman.
like just getting desperate. So he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna let Mad Mardigan out. I don't have any other options. I can't do this because he still has no self-esteem. That's
Mhm.
what the whole point of the. So he's not at that point yet for his self-esteem, no confidence.
Out of the way,
Um,
Peck.
Get out of the way, Peck. Yeah, they're just mean, fucking dakinis. And so eventually he gets he lets them down, and they give him the baby, and he goes, "I'll take care of him, I promise." Like, and because he starts wooing him, he's like, "I'll take care of the baby. Just give it to me. Just let me out of here, I promise." And then they get desperate enough to do it, and then on their way home, those
Baby.
little brownies, Eagle,
He's flying an eagle.
Yes, the eagle's canter free, I guess is the name of the eagle. Steals the fucking Elora, sorry, and brings it to the brownies. And that's when Willow and Miga start to chase after the damn brownies.
That was
Oh,
the
you
most
caught by
like
brownie.
out of the blue shit. Like you don't even see.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. That's when it gets really fantastical.
Yeah, the brownies are fucking hilarious. Like at first I'm like, what the fuck? Are you doing the
What are
Gulliver's
these?
Travel shit? Because that's
Are
exactly what
these
he
lore?
does.
Where did this come in? What the hell are these things?
Even though there's like a village of little people, there's not much that has been fantasy yet. It's still pretty brutal war, pretty brutal reality. There's some magic tricks from the wizard, but nothing major. Oh, and don't forget he gave him magic acorn. That's
Yeah.
for
That-
his journey.
We don't know that work yet.
We don't know that word, but
Yeah.
but
But the-
yeah, he gives him trying to give him confidence, some tools, and But
that-
and then yeah, so this is where now the movie goes into some real fantasy ass shit.
Yeah, the tiny eagle riding people takes them to a tree ghost lady named
Yeah, and then
Shalindria.
yeah, Cylindria, and
So
she's
okay.
played by Cylindria, Maria Holvey. I don't know what else she's been in, not much TV stuff. A lot of these people just went to do TV. The Lally Maiden of the Forest. She's like an elemental in the lore, even like people don't really know it, but she's like beyond the fairies. And even if she died, like she has the spirits of the forest, she would be like reborn.
Is
So
she
she
dead
can't
or
be
she?
killed by
That's just
magic.
what the hell is she?
Like I said, like an elemental, like so she's
Is
beyond
that what it is?
like
Okay.
a fairy, so almost like godlike, yeah. But she's just the spirit of the forest incarnate, and she's the one that tells about the prophecy, and she was happy to see, and she tells Willow that after he gets shot by a bunch of brownies that shoot like little darts and stones at him, they're little assholes for real. And then she sends two of her top brownies to guide him to Tyr as Sleen, where a king and a queen will take care of the situation. And,
But they have
boy,
to go pick up
it didn't
a
go
witch.
well.
They have to give a wand to a witch lady.
Yeah, so Rick Overton and Kevin Pollak. Probably, I know Kevin Pollak was definitely in Apollo 13, and on Howard must have liked working with him. But
Was
the
he in
Brule
Apollo
and Fran
13?
Jean- Pretty sure. Like he's
Kevin
one of
Pollak?
the control dudes. Yeah.
No,
That
his
sounds
brother.
very
His
familiar.
brother is, I think, but I don't remember Kevin Pollak being one of the control people. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up in real time. Come
Doing it
on,
right
big
now.
brain. I gotta go against the other big brain. And I think I got this one. He's got me on everything else, but I think I got this one. Come on, brain. This is such good, watching two people going on their phones, seeing it. Kevin Pollak was in. Pollak was in. This is your time to shine, Till. All right, we're looking up
What?
stuff.
Well, I mean, you guys talking about the dude? Do you guys ever wonder why the brownies all sounded French?
They like sped up their voices, I think, to make them sound smaller.
Yeah, but they just come
So,
off sound
like-
French. Like, oui, oui.
Yeah, they
they
I noticed
And why
that
would-
even as a kid. No, I don't think
Why-
Kevin Pollak's in.
Oh yeah. Oh, Big Brain
I'm not
Ken.
sure.
That's what they call me. That's what they called me in school. Big Brain Ken. Because I remember stuff. Oh, I'm just gonna absorb that victory. Yes. I'm sorry, you're spitting out so many facts. I gotta take little victories here. I was like, I'm usually pretty knowledgeable about stuff, but you're kicking my ass here, so I gotta take these little victories.
I had to do research, my friend. This is not coming from memory. So, I just
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
So
I didn't mean to derail the thing. I was like, wait, hold on. I think I know something he doesn't.
God, I haven't seen
you
a
do.
Apollo
But
13
yeah,
in
they
20
do
years either.
sound like French, and they're weird. I guess they're just trying to sound wacky. What's more wacky than French people?
Yeah, yeah.
True.
I mean, it definitely works for him. It works for the little character. It makes him a little different from all the other little different
Is there-
species.
Yeah,
Is there anything in the lore why they're carrying around love dust for whatever goddamn reason?
They stole it
I
from
don't know
fairies.
why he has it. I should have looked it up, but I don't know why. I never figured.
It doesn't make
I
any
do
sense. Like, how is that a weapon?
It happens. It changes 2 plot points, so
Exactly. I think we're too soon to talk about it. There's a plot point on that I gotta.
I think Shalindria just gave it to him for something, so maybe she just knew.
It might
I
be
don't
the
know,
only because I'm a dork. I actually kind of like try to why that would be an actual weapon for them is like if somebody was trying to kill him, they just hit him or try to eat him or something. They hit him in the nose and they fall in love with him.
That could work.
So they don't- But
Then
but there's a
kill
plot
him by
point.
fucking him.
Well, we're gonna get to that plot point right now because it gets them. They finally find an end with people, and like Matt
Mhm.
Mardigan's like, no, Matt Mardigan's in there, like, but Migosh and Willow are exhausted, and like we gotta stop in there.
Well,
The
no,
baby's
Migosh
hungry. Yeah.
left by that point.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So like, did he?
So
That
well,
point
no,
at
they
the
got
end.
They, right after the,
No, not at
Cylindric.
the end. At the end, Migos is still with them. And
No,
so
he
Migos
never
and
made
him-
it to the end. Migos never made it to the end.
Okay. And then,
'Cause-
well, anyway, he has this. Well, then who does he tell? I guess he tells Frangine, and well, they gotta stop. Yeah, okay. So Willow.
He
is
tells
arguing
the
with-
brownies that, hey, we got to stop.
Yeah.
This baby needs.
and they don't want to, but then they
Yeah.
do. So,
Yeah.
and then it shows Mad Mardigan upstairs, dressing as Hilda, which means secrecy and battle woman. And
Ancient Viking for
He's with the-
crossdresser.
he's with someone known only as the Wind. And then, but then Sorsha and her lackeys come in. I think it's Sorsha.
It's
Not
Sorsha.
Kale, yeah. And then they start ransacking the place. And then they find out that Valkymer's not a woman.
Not a woman.
There's a little
Not
back
a
and forth.
woman?
That's when Lug, Lug, Lug.
Literally, look.
So funny.
You can't That's
Dude.
almost as bad as Sylvester Stallone naming Van Damme Villain in fucking Expendables 2. Villain.
Right? And that's Ron Tar. He's been in a couple TV and stuff.
Mm.
But then he goes.
Gentlemen, meet Luck.
But at first he's groping Mad Mardigan, and I wanted to, one of the lines was, "Wanna breed?" This is a kids movie.
Wait, did he do it?
Tempting, but no.
Did he do a JRC
Yeah.
line? He said, "You want to breed?"
Yeah,
He said,
yeah,
"Wanna
dude.
breed?"
Again,
Yeah.
this is a medieval fantasy magic movie, not
Sarah,
not 2020.
Yeah.
So, but then Lug knocks over the Nakamordian soldiers, and then they escape on the cart, and it comes the cart chase.
Yep. The
Which
very
is,
classic, almost it's always in a Lucasfilm. These damn
Right.
chases. It's always in a Harrison not a Harrison Ford, but it's almost
Vehicle.
I know- yeah, it's not Ron Howard. I know it's Steven Spielberg, but it's always Indiana Jones type, where
Yeah.
one guy somehow beats out 5 or 6 people chasing him on a moving fast.
Well, it's not one guy. Every single person plays a role in defeating somebody, even Willow and the Brownies.
Mm.
So it's just our first action sequence too of the film, really that's prolonged more than just a few attacks.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's
that's
pretty
true.
drawn out, and it's a long drawn out one. And they even got some cool tools, and even they throw a shuriken, which is crazy. You don't usually associate that with medieval stuff, but throw a shuriken, almost hit him in the head with his the flying star, and then does a
what the fuck
giant
are they doing
morning
with
star.
shurikens?
Scary dudes. What?
What the fuck are they doing with shurikens? It seems really
A
out of.
shuriken?
Yeah, it seems very out of character for medieval
Japanese.
weaponry. It's
That's why I said.
Shuriken.
That's why it's fantasy. That's why it's always even as a kid that threw me off
Yeah.
wow, a ninja star. Where the hell did that come from?
this dude jack a ninja somewhere.
But,
Give me those.
yeah, those Nakamordians. That's what you get when you have an evil sorceress. Get access to that kind of weird shit.
She's like, "Behold my magic, throwing stars." I'm like, "Ooh."
A while, Willow has a magic wand, by the way.
Yeah, that he's
But,
not
okay.
even using.
Oh, we forgot the part where he's just hanging out. Oh, no, wait, no, it hasn't happened yet. Never mind. I'm sorry.
That hasn't happened yet. Yeah.
Almost did it.
Yeah, that
I caught
comes-
myself, Guru.
And of course, the end of it is, and there's a whole long thing, and Willow tries to slow down because the baby, and the baby's laughing and crying. They actually had to make the baby cry because she was such a good baby. That her mother actually ended up doing most of the acting. And in order to get her to cry, because she wouldn't cry, they gave her milk and then took it away right away. That's what made her cry.
Terrible.
I don't. Yeah, I know. I know.
Hilarious.
But and
Yeah.
so at the end of it, there's a good, decent, classical Wilhelm scream at the very end. As the last guy falls off of his, he crashes his cart, and the last knock Marty and Soldier. He does the classic the Wilhelm scream. That's in all of Lucas and Spielberg.
Oh, I hate that because now I hear it, and every time it goes off, like it drives me nuts.
That's for other people in the like business. Like it's a shout out to all the people that do sound and all that. It's more than just like for the audience. Shout out to the crew.
It's an inside joke that like is very like that only works if the people aren't aware of it, and everybody's aware of that thing because it's going on for like 30 years.
It's a very good scream. I like it. I like hearing it. It doesn't bother me. It makes me laugh. I go, there it is.
It's a great scream for a movie, not every movie.
I don't know. I think they should use it as the only scream. Kid.
Now we can get so they escape. Matt Mardigan starts to leave, and he doesn't really have anywhere to go. You could tell, and you can see like Willow's desperate, and he kind of needs him. So he's like, which way are you going? Like to the lake. He goes, I guess that's where I'm going too. Well, I'll just get you to the lake, you know. But he's already you can already see he's committed to this whole cause.
Yeah.
He's thought about
his little moment with the baby where the baby grabs his finger while they're like laying on the ground.
Yeah. And and they stop at a waterfall, and he's eating the black root.
Yeah. He's chewing it to the baby.
That's after the nighttime. First is the nighttime. The nighttime happens, and then you get to go over your now's the time.
Oh, here comes Ken. All right. So so obviously it's nighttime, they're at a campfire, and Willow is just sort of trying to work the magic wand. You know, he's got a magic wand, well, why don't you use the damn thing? So, you know, he's saying something, and he accidentally just, I don't know what the hell the magic thing was, but he says it, and it zaps him up into the tree.
Yeah.
I know the first thing is Tuatha. He says Tuatha.
Yeah.
And
I think
from the Irish pantheon is the Tuatha De Danann.
Tuatha De Danann?
Oh,
oh yeah, the first race in Ireland, or whatever the hell that was. That weird magical race in Ireland.
Yeah, so I think
the
that's
leprechauns?
the shout out. And then
well, that's a fairy race, sorta. Yeah, it's in that.
Yeah,
it's in that vein.
I'm being dumb. I know.
God damn. Sorry, I know very little about Irish stuff. The stuff I do, I get very excited about, I guess.
And then Rule has a rat dream. He wakes up and rats, and he wakes up the Frangine, and he goes, rats. And so that's like a bit theme. And he's wearing like rat ears. I think that's always been funny to me. Is like that's their hunters and their size. So like they skin rats as they're like
afraid
giant
of rats. Yeah. You and your damn rat dream.
Yeah. Well, they're both scared of rats because rats are obviously one of their big like that's their predators. So that's why they wear them in honor. They're the skins of their predator enemies. Rats. It sucks being a brownie size.
But the whole thing is like he zaps himself like 15 feet in the air in the tree, and it wakes up Mad Mardigan. He's like, well, how the hell did you get up there?
It is like the funniest. I wish I had it recorded that funniest scream too. He just makes like this loud high pitch, and he's in the tree. And Mad Mardigan just looks like, what are you doing up there? Goes back to sleep. And then the morning happens, and they're by a river, and he's trying to give black root to the baby. Mm-hmm. And Willow's like, I am a father of 2 kids. You do not give a kid black root. He goes, it puts hair on your chest. She goes, she does not need hair on her chest. For the prop, it's actually raw vanilla root. That's what he has in his mouth the whole time.
Yeah, he stole our black root.
Which isn't too bad. I kind of want some black root too. Sounds good.
Is that a thing? Like I thought that was like sort of a like just for
I don't know. They don't really explain. I tried to find out if it had like drug properties. I mean, I couldn't find anything from the novels or anything.
Because you never give a baby black root.
Yeah, I just found out the prop is vanilla bean.
Oh, okay. It puts hair on your chest. Her name is Laura Dannon. The last thing she wants is hair on her chest.
And this is where they get to the lake. Yep, and then they do part ways. And Mad Mardigan says he's going another way. And then he's got to go see Finn Rizal. And he leaves the 2 brownies, which I thought was weird that he would be like, hello, just with those 2 retards, but he does. And
later guides the people that guided me here. Yeah. See ya.
But he gets over and he's looking for Finn Rizal, and there's weird like Islander skulls dark, it's scary, it's foggy, it's misty. And he's like calling for Finn Rizal, and you hear, yeah, and it's an Australian brush-tailed possum, and she's saying, "I'm Finn Rizal," and she was changed by Bad Morda into that. So this great sorceress who we thought was gonna save him is a possum.
No, muskrat.
It's
thought
an
you-
Australian brush-tailed possum.
Is that what the
And it
hell that
always
thing
wanted
was?
to bite
Oh,
him. Yeah.
I'm going with what
And,
Mad Mardigan calls her. He calls her a muskrat.
And it always wanted to bite Warwick. He was actually scared of it, and when it was on his shoulders, he literally thought it was just gonna eat his whole earlobe, so it busted him the whole time. And the voice of Finn Rizal is Patricia Hayes. Anybody Never-Ending Story fans?
Yeah, right here.
You know Urgle and Urgiwoot, those people at the Sphinx riddle that are studying it, that like take care of him, give shots to Falcor and stuff. She's the Urgle, so that's what she looks like. So
I don't know if I've ever seen the whole
another.
movie.
Oh, that's one of my favorites too. Oh God, as a kid, that was my that and Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
I've watched Willy Wonka
Like
many
Never-Ending Story.
times, a couple times on acid, but
Well, yeah, more times than I probably want to admit. But that's my movie. That's my generation too. Like, it's not just me. The Red Letter Media guys, same thing. They said the same thing. He gets her back. He rows her across the boat back, and and Matt Mardigan's already captured, and sorts of them have him, and they start to head him back to their camp. So they're busted, and yeah, and that's when they're being led along, and Mad Mardigan is looking at Sorsha, and she's like, "What are you looking at?" He's like, "Your leg. I'd like to break it." And I didn't think the acting was very good in that, but it was funny because like oh, your leg, because I want to break it. But they start having a back and forth, and yeah, Sorsha is.
Now when she kicks him in the face.
Yeah, that's when she gets in the face.
and that's when he fell in love.
Oh yeah, I get that.
She knocks some sense into him.
She wants him to knock some dick into her.
Nice.
I thought I wrote her name down. She's freaking beautiful, though.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking love the redheads.
Oh, dude, they got married in real life.
Did they really?
I don't blame.
Yeah. They
Well, what's
they
her
fell.
name? That's what I'm trying to.
Oh, they put a couple babies in her.
Her name's Sorsha. I don't know her, real
her
name.
actress name.
No. They got. I guess they got married in like They got married right like a year after this movie, and then like they got divorced in like
Joanne Wally.
97.
Joanne Wally. Got that in the notes somewhere. I don't know where that is. Anyway, but yeah, so she starts having a back and forth with him about that, and there's like a romance, starting to bloom. Sorsha and Irish is kind of like a woman who shines bright, and that kind of comes out in her character. But
yeah, he turns that bitch with the power of his dick.
What?
So they get to their camp, and then I actually forget how Mad Mardigan got a hold of that potion.
Okay. This is where Ken of the North comes in, baby. All right. So I took some notes. Okay. So they're in their cages. No, they're in a cage, and they got the what is the sorcerer's chick that's a muskrat, but she's not a muskrat. What is she?
Finn Rizal, Finrazie.
Finn Rizal is in a smaller cage. I don't think they know who she is or that she's a magic rat.
Yeah, that was really
weird.
weird.
That's why they're taking it in a cage in prison. So it's prison too.
Okay.
She's the one that. Bad Morda is the one that turned her. So Sorsha probably.
So
So they're just all going back to the queen.
So
Very impressive.
they make camp. They have they have them in cages, and the brownies show up. I guess they've been following them, and
Oh, that's right.
yeah, they start trying to use whatever stick they have to undo the locks that they're in, and Mad Mardigan just pushes them aside and he's like, "Hey, I got this." They're like, "Leave it alone! Don't you touch that!" And he just smacks them with the whatever the love
The
pouch,
dust, the dust,
the dust,
the
yeah,
dust of a love potion.
dust of broken hearts or whatever, or
broken
whatever.
hearts. Yeah, broken hearts. Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't sure if he was being sarcastic or not, like because it always wears off, and I was thinking maybe he was alluding to like this emptiness you feel like afterwards.
But going back to that, when they were in the whatever the hell the bar or whatever the lounge
Yeah,
scene,
he starts trying to fuck the cat.
the cat was the first thing he sees and he wants to fuck it, right? That's how that works.
Right.
He saw the cat, he wanted to fuck it. All right.
Yeah, whatever you first see, you fall head over
Thank
heels
you.
in love.
All right, Guru said it. Okay, let's go on with the thing. They break out of he gets smacked with the love dust. Who's the first person he sees?
Sorsha.
No, it was Willow.
Yeah, but he starts trying to fuck Sorsha. So
Exactly. He
It
doesn't
has
fall
to
in
be
love.
the opposite gender, I think. Maybe the cat was.
It wasn't even a different. It was a different species. It was the first thing he saw.
he's
I
a
was like,
brownie.
I don't know. He's a fairy.
he's a brownie and it was a cat.
He had to fuck that cat with
You
his
don't
whole
know
body.
that doesn't happen all the time.
I don't know. They didn't explain the rules. It's just like, why didn't he fall in love with Willow if that was the case?
He already loved Willow. He's his bro.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Deeper
there's that.
love. It's a bro
Alright,
love.
Maybe it's something you haven't seen before. Okay, they should have at least like, hey, like one line of dialogue. Hey, the dust of hearts
I don't
makes you
think-
small.
You mean to tell
Maybe
me,
he
Guru?
didn't even need the potion. I wouldn't have needed the potion.
I was gonna do a bit while Willow's face was up. I was gonna say, you mean to tell me that you get hit with a love potion and not want to fuck this? It was like Willow's face.
Yeah, I don't
Or
care.
it's
Just keep me
packing,
in
I'm
the
telling you.
He's
Lily's gonna get some packing some. He's like a kickstand when he leans over. It's just like a kickstand.
Okay, look at those pouty lips.
She looks goofy in armor, I gotta say though.
Dude, still get it.
She just looks
Still
like
get it.
so tiny. Yeah, for sure.
I
And I
love the
liked her
scene.
sword. That was the best sword when I was a kid. It had
Yeah.
all the as one of the toys. It had all the
Mhm.
ridges.
Yeah, I love the scene where he like Val Kilmer bursts into her tent and starts like giving her poetry and shit.
Yeah, as she's
That's the
sleeping.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the scene. So he does that, and then they have to escape, and they escape. Like Willow sleds down the hill, and then you just see Mad Mardigan later coming. It's the stupidest scene of the whole movie. He's
Oh
like an
yeah, where he's
athlete,
a giant.
just
He's a
feet-
giant snowball.
Oh yeah.
snowball, just his feet sticking out, rolling down the hill, and then he crashes, and then they run into Eric, who's with some of the Galadorn, who also just got their asses handed to him again, and are hiding
Mhm.
out. And then that's when they get to the camp.
Dude, the thing about them sliding him on a shield is like those parts were the fakest parts in the whole damn movie. It was clearly like a fake Willow going down the thing. It's like his head didn't move like a human. That
You
was
can't
like,
kill Warwick Davis. To make a
yeah, and
movie.
obviously you're not gonna get a
Tiny
baby on
little-
a shield, but it's just like Jesus. It's like they didn't even make it look human. It was just this fucking thing going down the mountain.
Oh, and actually, Willow, while they were engaged, turned Finrayzell into a raven now. So now she's a raven. Not that that's a huge detail.
Yeah, he kind of starts the whole magic thing, huh?
I'm glad you said that and brought that up because when I was going over it, I was gonna call her a crow. So I'm glad you.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm glad I didn't make that mistake.
A craven.
Sorsha looks for him, and they actually end up kidnapping Sorsha.
Mm-hmm.
And but before that, Eric has a back and forth saying, "You serve no one," and then that's when Valkyrie goes, "I serve the Nelwyn," saying, "I swear to live." So he
Wasn't that
vows to
later?
serve Willow.
Was that?
That's at the same scene, like where because they're hiding. He runs into
Okay.
Eric, who's hiding, and they're trying to hide, and they're under the baseboards of a house. Him and some more groups of army, And they're
I thought that
walking
was
above, and
later
that's
when
how
they
they
after
are.
they got turned out. They weren't pigs anymore.
No.
No, I got that wrong. Oh, damn it.
This is when they go get the army to head towards the castle shortly after.
Okay.
So yeah, they escape with Sorsha. He steals a horse, and they start running through a canyon, and they're hauling ass, and they're trying to get to Tira's Lee because they're close by, and but Kale's starting to catch up, and you know Sorsha and him have a lot of like lovey-dovey looks already, but she manages to escape while they're trying to escape,
She
and
punches him right in
they're
the
like,
throat.
yeah, punches him right in the throat, and they don't have time to stop, but they still look at each other lovingly, and then she leaves, and then they make it to Tira's. We find out Tira's Lean is nobody's there. Everyone's been turned to stone or something.
They all
Run
got
down.
stoned.
Pro
But there's a
poop.
giant arsenal of weapons and traps and a fortified position, and so Mad Mardigan gets in the step immediately, starting to set up defenses. That's when Kale's not the whole army, but like Kale and some of his troops end up at Tira's Lean, and they have a face-off. And this is where Willow runs into the troll as well during the whole thing. Everyone's fighting.
It took me like a solid
So
5
Matt
minutes to realize what
Mardigan-
that was.
He
I was
fi-
like,
he
what's this
finally
monkey
uses the
monster?
mod.
Right.
He finally
And the
uses
troll
the
is-
damn wand.
Yeah. Melts one of them or
And,
turns him inside out. Like,
Yeah.
Well, what happened was he turned them inside out. He turned them into the Everest because he doesn't know what he's doing. So in trying to stop him, use the
oh,
wand.
that's
Well,
where
he
that
used the
thing
wand.
came
Yeah.
from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they turned them into the fire-breathing Everest
And
instead of
the
troll, which is way worse.
turns him into like a you just see him this troll turn into a giant meatball and like Willow just kicks him into the fucking pond.
That's polymorphism. It's morphing. But that's what saved their asses because then a giant fire-breathing Everest is also eating the shit out of all of Kale's troops. And
Well, that was that funny scene with Mad Mardigan where he thinks everybody's afraid of him, but this fucking thing just pops out of the water and everybody's like,
yeah,
and he actually runs
And it's-
into the army.
very, very fake looking nowadays when you look at it.
Oh yeah, but at the time it was still pretty damn
That was
good.
great. And yeah, but then Kale manages to take the baby and flees. But
Yeah,
not before Sorsa saves Mad Mardigan and they kiss.
yeah.
Aw.
When he's like killing the monster, he's killing all these guys. She's getting all dewy between the legs.
Oh yeah,
And
she is.
he-
She's out there just like
And he
rubbing
finds
on
the
herself
acorn-
in the middle of the
The
battlefield.
acorn's what killed the Everest, right? That's what he wanted the acorn. Oh, he drops the acorn. Trying to
He
fight.
drops the acorn. No,
One
Mad
acorn down,
Mad Mardigan
and then
kills it.
one
He
ac-
jumps on him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he's one acorn down out of 3.
Dude, when the wizard gave him the acorns, I was for sure they were just gonna be normal acorns, and the wizard was fucking with them. Like, he was just gonna like
He
throw
might
it
have
at
been.
something and nothing happened. He's like, shit.
He might have been, but the power is within him. He's a natural sorcerer. That's the real trick that they discovered. It really is in him. So it might have been.
Never
He
know.
just needed it. No, but so now Sorsa and the army and Eric and everybody goes to the castle to try and save the baby from the mother.
She has betrayed us.
Morda. And they all go and they approach and they warn her, and that's when she goes, yeah. She finds out her daughter betrayed her and she's furious. That's when she goes, confronts them and goes, "You're all pigs. You're all pigs." And they start turning into swine. Pretty
Yeah.
brutal. This
And
is weird for a kid, man. I saw weird shit as a kid. I saw some of our movies.
Dude, it was
Like,
weird
what
seeing
the
those
fuck?
those people. They did a pretty good job with that makeup and people like in mid transition turning into a pig.
Dude, my favorite was the
Yeah,
guy
that's
that had
pretty good.
still his human arms, but his lower half was like pig legs, and
It
he
was
like laid
all-
on his back.
yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
ah!
God!
And they're screaming in agony, and then their screams start turning into like squeals of pigs. It's yeah, yeah, Jesus.
And of course, Willow's protecting himself with the wand with the goat lady now, because he tried
They
to.
managed to escape, and that's when they have to. Finally has to train her, so she goes through a lot of transformations. She goes goat, ostrich, horse, even, and eventually he gets to this worse and a really feeble old lady. Which
Yeah.
Can you just go back to like one of the other creatures that are with hands? Can you?
She was a tiger for a good 2 seconds. Like, how is that not
helped.
better?
Yeah, that would have helped a lot.
Yeah. Now she's the nation's grandma for some reason.
Yeah, I was like, go back. The tiger can eat the whole fucking army.
Can you just say magic spells while you maul people?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there a spell to make you look less gross, lady?
Yeah.
Tell me how to make you young again.
Has it been so long? I guess so. You're a muskrat for 400 years, I guess. Jesus.
And then it kind of rushes, and the end's very rushed, actually. It's very fast.
Dude, my girl was like, that's so sad. She was turned into a muskrat when she was a young, beautiful woman, and now she's an old lady. I was like, yeah, and? Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
So she changes the army back, and they go into hiding. So they make it seem like all the pigs left, and everyone's hid under blankets. Somehow nobody bothered to be on watch.
Yeah,
like,
where did all those giant holes come from where an entire army could just...
Right. But then they just show up, just her, the old-ass lady, and Willow, and they're like, we're going to take you. And they just start laughing, open up the gates, and then get ambushed. And this is when this major fight scene comes, between the final showdown between Knockmore and the Galadorns and General Kell, General Eric,
old Skullface.
Old Skullface. Boy, I wanted that toy. I wanted that skull, man.
Dude, I want that. I want that costume for Halloween. To be honest with you, I don't know if it exists.
That shit ruled. That shit ruled. That was one of my
favorite. Remind me of like
the
Kurgan again.
What?
The Kurgan from Highlander.
Oh, I barely watched Highlander.
But the bad guy.
I was so young when I last saw it.
The bad guy. The guy with the.
Well, that's definitely one we'll have to watch,
head.
Guru. Especially when we're ready for guests, because that fucking Spirit knows that movie like the goddamn back of his dick.
I would absolutely do that. That's a great movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Sean Connery playing a Spanish guy.
He is the most accurate Spaniard to ever have been filmed. Prove me wrong.
He's the most accurate Spaniard in 1774 or whatever the hell that time was.
I'm from Spain.
Hola.
Do you have any Guinness?
Quesadilla.
Hola. You're like,
hola.
Dude, I love the fucking Christopher Lambert, which he's French, isn't he?
He's something like that, yeah.
And he's playing a Scot. It's like, why didn't you just...
Yeah, they're all over the place. It's like what's his name comes in? Sean Connery comes in. Donde está la biblioteca? Highlander.
Donde está la biblioteca? Mi nombre es. I can't remember what his fucking name was. Something Villalobos or some bullshit.
Something super Spanish. Didn't make any sense.
Enrique Guadalajara Villalobos.
Yeah. Enrique Spanish guy.
That movie's so good. Anyways.
Sounds like it.
Dude, no, it's like you would think you'd be like, oh, that movie sounds like a mess, but you watch it, you're like, why does this work so well? Stop it! Stop being so good at.
We're not selling it for Guru here, but it is an awesome.
It's
movie.
one of those movies where like the French thing with these motherfuckers, like you'd be like, that sounds so fucking goofy, but then you watch it like, it is goofy, but it fucking works for some reason. It's all in the cell.
Wow. In the fight scene, General Eric, who's played by, I guess, Gavin O'Harahy, very Irish name, and he gets killed. Oh no, a character with very little development dies. Yeah, Eric, and
That pisses
then,
off Val.
yeah, then Mad Mardigan fights him, and I guess according to the book, even like when the mask breaks, so according to the book, like General Kale was a lot more sympathetic of a character. Like he was tired of killing everybody, he was tired of the wars, tired of serving under her, and then when his skull mask break, like killing it made him feel human. And then when he got killed, he was actually smiling on his because he was just glad he didn't have to be killing any more people. That's in the books, but
They
yeah,
should have developed that character a little bit more. They made him just more like
yeah,
a killing machine.
yeah, he was more. But I still see, even in the movie, you see when his skull breaks, like I think he knows it's over.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Val Kilmer's got his number.
yeah, and then he does die.
But look,
And then,
look how they have the same time. Like, I guess the Sorsha, Willow, and the old witch lady.
Ben Rizal are heading towards the tower to go to the Empress.
Yeah, and then they meet the sorcerer. They take out her bodyguards, but she immediately, knocks out her daughter. Like almost sends her into the spikes with magic.
Yeah,
But knocks her out. So it's old lady against old lady witch, and that's
sorceress duel. That's what they're doing.
That's,
And then,
The old witch off was so fucking funny.
what is it?
reminds me of Sword and Stone from Disney.
The old witch
That's
off.
always a good.
Yeah, the witch off.
Dude, they might as well
The
make
witch
it
off.
going, ah ha ha, my pretty, ah ha, like at each other. Like, like it was almost like Wizard of
Pretty
Oz
much.
level. I love how over
Yeah,
the
it's
top
like
this
that-
movie can
the
be.
Wizard's duel and Sword and Stone is pretty much the similar. It's pretty much what happened
Yeah,
doing that.
and it's funny.
what-
They're fighting each other, and like Willow's fighting a table.
Yeah,
Right.
a table that's got
Well,
bones in
you're
its
a little
mouth.
person. It's hard. It's hard.
We
hard to
gotta get Willow to do something. Let's have him fight a average sized table.
Shit, if it would have been realistic, it would have been him fighting a fucking roller coaster height requirement sign.
Stairs.
Stairs.
Slight incline.
A shelf that's too high.
That's what the
Yeah.
baby should have been. The baby just should have been too high. You didn't know what to do.
Like, just them
I
jumping
can't
up
reach.
much.
Reach.
God damn it.
Old
Authors
Old
that
witch,
begin
help
with
me.
A at the library. Yeah. Yeah. Poor guy. Poor rich war. Would you change your life to have his money? Would you be a little person
To be as rich as Warwick? No.
to have like Warwick? Yeah.
No. I'm
Yeah.
good.
No, the health problems alone.
Yeah.
The hell that they live in is
Can you imagine
I
what
hope he
taking
never
a
hears
shit
that,
as a
like,
midget would be
People
like?
would rather die than be him. That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that's gotta
would
be
rather
soul-crushing to
die.
hear that.
I would just.
I don't know
you
about dying. If
stay myself.
you gave us a choice of being born that way and making a lot of money, or being born a human. And I chose human.
Human. Oh Jesus.
No, man. I think I'd buy stilts like Iron Man. Just have like rope stilts if I had that.
He's got that money. He's got no stilts.
He could have
He's
like,
like-
a walking machine. That's what I
He's
would
like-
just be like in the little
Oh, they do. They
Portable
ride on
machine.
scooters all the time.
robots and shit. Yeah.
He's like 90%
anyway.
chess though, so it's a whole thing.
And so
I-
finally, Ben Rizal gets her ass handed to her because she's an old ass lady. What he should have stayed the tiger, like we said.
Yeah, yeah.
So everything's about loss, and then Willow tricks her.
No. Willow throws an acorn at her at first.
She catches it like an
Yeah, and
idiot.
she just catches it.
Yeah, catches like, yeah,
Like,
just eats it
haha.
for breakfast.
And her hand starts turning to stone, so we start laughing, and then she just laughs.
Oh shit!
Aww,
This bitch is legit.
she is legit. She is bam more down. You should have had a metal band for her.
Oh shit! The
That's
music
gonna
means
be
she's
my
bad.
I gotta
Yeah.
go find some crazy Finnish Bjort type and make that a band.
He does like the pig trick thing on her and gets her caught in her own spell. So where she
She
gets
gets like nailed by a bolt of lightning, I guess.
Well, she was like gonna banish the baby to another realm, and
Mhm.
then like
Yeah.
she like prepared the spell, and then like she spilled all this shit all over her, and like raised the wand, and the lightning struck her and like turned her into red smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
then
Prophecy fulfilled.
yep, baby got
Because
that
the
bitch.
prophecy was replace an evil empress, perform a ritual to banish her spirit to oblivion. So she's in oblivion, which means that she's permanently in a good, I would say a good Bethesda game.
Yeah, I was gonna say
wouldn't
I'd
mind.
prefer to be in Skyrim personally.
Yeah.
It's got better graphics.
I prefer Skyrim. I prefer Oblivion with Skyrim mechanics and better graphics. But
So prove it again. If these people just did nothing, she would have been fine.
So and then he comes back. And this really, really sappy.
Yeah,
It's
It
perfect for
reminds
the
me of the
movie,
end
though.
of
It was super sappy,
it's-
but it was kind of perfect.
whole town
the
lines up
Return
and
of the
gives them hand
Jedi.
jobs. It's really weird.
Yeah, she gives him
the
a
end of
book
Return
and
of the
and a
Jedi.
tiny horse.
Yeah. Shetland pony. And then he goes, he turns one of the acorns into an eagle. He already knows all the magic now. It shits on Burgle Cut.
I was
That
really disappointed that
asshole.
there was no "I got the power" cut into one of at
And
the
then
end.
it's
That song didn't exist
It's-
yet.
then it's the same thing as the Ewoks celebrating it. This is-
Yeah, literally was the pan out shot. Yay! Well, he did play an
all out of
Ewok, so
costume.
it makes sense.
The most famous one.
Yep, absolutely.
That's Willow. That's
Yep. I would say overall, I'd give it a solid 7 or 8 out of 10 or whatever as far as movie goes.
It's my favorite movie, so obviously I gotta give it a 10.
Well, I mean, you have a special bond with it from your childhood, I assume.
Yeah, I slept with the VHS every night when I was a kid.
And I did the same
The
thing with Batman
rewatching-
1989. And I know how awful that movie actually is, but it's also one of my favorite movies ever.
True.
Rewatching dropped it to like a 7, but it holds up. But yeah, as a kid, if you asked me when it came out,
Yeah.
it would have been a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, if
Of
you're like
100 out of
if you're like
10.
10, 12 years old, this movie is like fucking like especially growing up in the 90s or the 80s like you guys did. Like
Hey, fuck you, man.
you just be like, this fucking movie's awesome. Like this fucking movie's
Well,
great.
I was 7 when it came out. This was directed towards me, literally.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
For me.
It's like
So,
when
I mean,
in
it
some of the
worked
same
at the
ways,
time.
I was the exact right age for fucking Phantom Menace, and so when I first saw Phantom Menace, I actually really liked it because I was 8 years old. But
Right.
it doesn't really hold up.
Yeah, I was
Willow
thinking about that.
holds up
when you
pretty
told
well.
me, I was like, that's like Willow to me. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we had good movies. Yeah, we had great.
Yeah, but we
movies.
also exactly. We had also good
But,
movies at the time.
I also grew up where I wasn't prevented from seeing anything.
Yeah.
I would watch Care Bear movies and then Nightmare on Elm Street at night. It just my parents didn't care. They did afterwards, but not my generation. Music they cared about more than they did movies.
I got the whole gambit. Can't watch
Yeah.
anything over
Yeah.
PG.
Dude, it's so weird. Till I had like it came in phases, but I had the same thing you had. Like I came home one day and all my comic books were ripped up or like on fire for whatever
Yeah.
reason. But then they were like, oh hey, my parents were like, drinking's fine, and then it's not. It's like no, nobody can drink, nobody can look at comics. Bad movies are
Your
bad.
dad burned your books? I didn't know he was.
No, my mom.
Man, that's fucking crazy. Oh, your mom.
No, they burned all my they got rid of all my comics that like a cousin gave me. It was all they had like sex acts and stuff. I was like, what the I didn't even read that one. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I was like, why are they
It
all
was
on
like
fire?
bestiality, hentai. He's like, I don't understand.
I
why
don't
my
get
parents
it.
Those
throw
aren't
out such a
mine.
good comic.
Where'd you get those?
Yeah, what? Where'd you
Tentacle
get my?
porn. I mean, it's
All
tentacle
right, yeah,
rape is
I won't
fine.
watch X-Men anymore. I get it. All right, fine.
X,
But it's weird. I had
X-Men
the same thing
is
where
what it was.
you had a pastor dad. I had a mom that got into religion. Oh no, she's always in religion, but the severity of it is like, oh no, my kids can't watch this or they have to do this. And
Yeah.
but a year later, it's like, we can drink, it's fine. but then it's like drinking is the devil. Like 2 years later, it's like the weirdest thing ever.
Luckily, my dad was pretty consistent. And over the years,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he got older, he would relax a lot more. But like, by the time I was like able to drive, like I didn't even ask to go to the movies anymore. I would just go with my friends.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as you got independence, it's like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm done with this.
Yeah, pretty much.
As soon as I paid for my own car insurance in my car, it's like,
But he came
Yeah,
from
I'm
like
just
a
gonna go.
really
good luck.
like staunch conservative like farmer family in like southeast Missouri, where like when he was growing up, most of the time people did go to the movie
Grumpy
theaters to
bear.
just make out. like that's what his,
Yeah,
his
yeah.
concern was. It was like, oh, that movies are just for people to go make out. I'm like, Dad, no one does
That's
that
why I hated
anymore.
going with my. That's why I hated going with my parents.
Because your parents would make out. I mean, there's worse situations, I guess. It's uncomfortable,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
At least they liked each other.
With each other, with each other, or
with strangers, okay, that could be even more uncomfortable if it's just
Yeah.
strangers.
How did they find random strangers to make out with? That's amazing.
Sit down next to them, like, hey. How's it going?
Hey, let's suck
Oh.
face.
people just don't get child molestation jokes anymore. It's sad, right over their heads.
Oh,
Anyway,
Oh, damn it.
I was just picturing them like splitting up and going opposite directions.
I'm glad you guys are good souls. You have a good people, good hearts.
Hey, lady, my
Don't
wife's
go
over
to the
there.
dark side.
Shh, she won't see.
Hey, I got one too, honey. We're just making out over here.
They high five each other afterwards. Yeah,
Their
that's how-
Eiffel Tower and every
that's-
chick in there.
and that's how they keep their marriage alive.
I told this bitch I was a doctor, honey.
She totally bought it. What'd you tell him? I don't tell them anything.
I just said, hey, let's make out. They just say yes.
Well, normally I wouldn't, but we're at the movies.
So,
Yeah.
That's why the floors are so sticky.
damn, you just brought it up a notch. I didn't want to think about it.
Oh, they are. I hate theater floors. I hate the way
Yeah.
it smells now. I've become too much of a germaphobe. I was like, this place is like a bacteria. It's fucking gross. They used to clean the shit out of them. That's why they were good back. Everybody went. They had ushers. They actually had ushers, and they actually had people that clean it. At least sweep up and mop after every. Not mop, but sweep up at least.
Now they got high schoolers that are being paid like
Yeah,
Gross.
well in a
angry
wage.
kids with
Smells
like purple hair.
Yep.
Smells like rotten soda and popcorn. I can't do it anymore.
Although I'm gonna go see the Batman probably this coming weekend. I gotta figure out some way.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do that. I guess I could
so I
go.
can get it illegally. I
Well,
meant legally.
Well, I want to see it on a screen. Like that seems like I
Where
really.
else would you see it?
Well, I mean, like on a big screen, like
Oh.
like a silver screen.
Is there an IMAX near you? I would still go to
No,
an
not
IMAX.
really. I don't really give a shit about IMAX. I saw Watchmen in IMAX, and I was like, you know what? Too much screen, actually. I think normal theater size is actually about perfect.
Oh, they just have more maintenance. They're cleaner. That's why.
Although
Cleaner
there's this really cool thing that I can't remember what company. I think Disney was doing it for a while, where they had what do they call it, 360 IMAX, where you had your IMAX screen.
Oh, like it wraps around you or something. Doesn't it?
yeah,
It does,
and like the
a curve.
walls are all screens too, and so like
Yeah.
they would go in and create like essentially all. They did it for like Avatar, I think, for one of them. But you could
I
see
can
like
see that
all
for
around.
Avatar. Avatar was the shit. Like when that came out, like that 3D was like
Ugh.
almost part of the story.
I
Like,
hate
know,
the I hate
know.
the movie, but the experience in the world, like all the detail of that world, is pretty fucking.
Yeah,
Great.
That's exactly. I don't say that's a good
Ugh.
movie. I say the 3D action was amazing.
I mean, I don't really
Ugh.
care for 3D shit. Like that stuff, I feel like the camera is. You're supposed to be able to direct people's like eye with the camera. And I think 3D
I get that,
can
but
kinda-
this was like where 3D wasn't that you go to the fucking horror movie and you see the
Yeah.
axe come in or whatever. This actually like it really
I saw it.
immersed put you immersively in the fucking movie. It was amazing.
I saw it. You know, it was. I would say it was probably definitely when, during that whole 3D resurgence.
No, Till, you didn't see it the way I saw it, so I'm gonna argue with you.
I would say it was definitely one of the better ones in that whole resurgence. But like I don't know, I hate.
No,
having
I'm not
other
saying it's a
classes
good
or-
movie, but that 3D experience, like where everything before that was always a horror movie or some like
Yeah.
kind of cartoon movie where shit would be flying
Yeah,
around.
James
around
Cameron
you. Yeah,
invented a
great.
new version of 3D for that movie. Like he made real, actual 3D where it's like you have depth of the scene rather than just like things coming at you from the camera. Like
And
he-
that at the time, I'll be
It
honest,
feels
that blew
good,
me
though.
away. That
Yeah,
blew me away. at
I,
the time.
I'm not. I don't care about seeing. I can see 3D like every time I open my eyes. I look around. But yeah, I don't know if Avatar was shit. So just seeing shit, and I didn't like it.
yeah, I wish the story
Didn't
would have
get
been
me.
better in that because it was a really cool world. Like everything about the
Yeah.
world was really
I didn't
cool.
even care. I didn't even like the care. I thought they looked goofy. And
People were
hated it.
committing suicide. They wanted to be in that world so much. That's a fact.
Good. I hope everybody who wants to be in that world kills himself. In
Well, I'm
Minecraft.
glad this one's on Ken's channel.
Oh no!
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
There you
In
go.
the movie
And
in
real
3D.
life.
Alright, now we're in the
Yeah.
clear.
And real life.
In real life.
You're garbage people. I hope you die.
I'm glad I could.
The movie
I'm glad I
sucks.
could save your channel there too. I didn't know. Willow was gonna turn into a suicide fest, but yeah, well, you know that's what you get when you deal with these awesome movies, I guess.
Nobody made it this far to like report. If you make it to the end, they don't. care. It's only in the first 10 minutes that it matters.
That's why he heavy loads all the suicide jokes at the back end.
Yeah. I see what
Yeah.
you did there.
Jokes.
Thank you
Yeah,
for that, Guru.
jokes.
Waiting till the end.
Jokes. That's right. That's all it was.
I wa-
fucking self.
I want
Fuck
people to
you.
live.
Why?
No, I'm damn it. Just stick with it, Guru. Sandbagging son of a bitch.
I'm just being real. I don't know.
Oh. No, that's
Uh,
cool. I just want them to
About
die
be
in a
nuclear
fire. is all.
destiny. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good
really.
We got this Willow review out before being incinerated. I'm glad. Support
They're not even gonna hit ground. All those nuclear bombs are just gonna hit each other in the air. We're screwed.
it.
I mean, we can survive nuclear winter. We just gotta dig.
Do you have a hole yet?
Yeah, like 40
I'm
years
sorry.
ago.
And if you don't have a hole already dug, you're screwed.
I mean, there's plenty of mines out here. I'm right next to NORAD.
Well,
Oh, have
just gonna-
anybody thought about what we want to do for next week? Because I have an idea.
All right, spit it out. What's up?
Let's do Stargate.
I'll do Stargate. I love that movie.
Down.
Kurt
Yeah.
Russell, baby.
Hell yeah, more Kurt Russell.
Yeah, let's only stick with Val Kilmer and Kurt Russell movies.
Yeah, this is the Val Kilmer and Kurt Russell movie review channel.
Yeah. I'll change the name immediately.
Oh, that's great.
But I think that's we kind of
Yeah, I think
wrapped it up there, guys.
yeah, I think we
Another
We're gonna throw
successful
an
stream.
acorn at it.
we did
Time
it.
to throw an acorn on this.
Dude, that still would have been so
Turn me
hilarious if
stone.
those were just normal acorns. And he's
Yeah, that
just
would have been so
stoned.
much better.
Shit,
They pretty
that
much
fucking
were.
wizard.
What did he actually turn to stone? Did he get one troll at least? I don't remember.
No, he
No,
dro-
yeah, it was only like wooden planks on a shitty rope bridge that he
Yeah.
turned to stone, and then they immediately broke through it. I think.
Yep. And then he
Yeah,
threw
they
that,
were
what's
just
her face?
regular acorns. It turned her hand to stone briefly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my lungs to stone in a year.
Yeah, I think I'm about to take another dab.
Acorns.
Oh, all right, guys. Thank you so
Alright,
much
guys.
for
That's a lot of
watching, listening. Like, there's really not a whole lot of. This is one of those that
Thank-
you don't really need to look at the screen, to be honest. It's just us talking.
Doc,
Damn right.
wanna promo one of your shows? Ken, you got anything?
No, subscribe to Ken. He's pretty great.
Here,
Oh yeah, Till's cool
Yeah.
too.
yeah, I do stuff. I
When's
got
the next?
I got 4 shows, technically 5 shows a week, counting this one, but 4 other shows a week
Easy, man.
over on my channel. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I do the Ministry of Dude at 2 p.m. Eastern. That's where we watch a bunch of dumb videos, and I bring my friends in, like Ken and Guru here, and we just talk shit on videos. There's my link for my channel.
Nothing.
If anybody hasn't followed us. And then Friday nights, we do the raiding party, which is known as Legion of Dude. And dude, last night was so weird. All we did was make friends. We just made friends. Every person we
I
went
saw
to,
that. Yeah.
we just kept making friends. I'm like, how did I fucked it up at the beginning? Because they were like, oh, go in there as Tiberius to those train kids. And so I go in there and like,
They're all
they-
super nice to you.
yeah, they caught me in a lie. And I was like, God damn it. I was like, no, like, fine. It's like, you guys were just seemed cool and interesting. So we came to fuck with you a little bit.
He literally said, "Hey, wait, what did you just say?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
I
was
guess
like,
they followed me in
oh,
here.
shit. I was like, I can't believe I said that. Why did I say that? Oh,
Wee.
but yeah, so
The
live
Down
shenanigans.
syndrome train guys caught you in a lie.
Yeah, he's now one of our friends.
Yeah,
he's,
he seems like a nice guy.
He seems like he's a bit young, so we'll try to protect him from all the woes of the internet best we can.
Yeah.
He can have the protection of the Legion of Dude. People try to fuck with him and his his little train friends. Dude, the guy got so pissed every time somebody would call him train guy or train boy.
Train boy.
Yeah. Liberty Prime says last night was your fault, Doc. I know. I fucked up the vibe of the whole night. But Starving Autism the was like, you know what, man? I really need that wholesomeness this week. I was like, well, I'm glad somebody got something out of it, because my bloodthirsty fucking. I was like, I wanted to fuck with somebody, and all I kept doing was making friends. I was like, damn it, I suck at this.
We're gonna take down
I
his
do not
train.
have that problem.
Dude, we got so yeah, go over there if you guys like, and I'll see you guys over there next week, and we'll see you guys
Alright.
here next week for another episode of Burnt Popcorn. Where
Popcorn.
potentially we'll be talking
Nice.
Stargate. I don't know. We'll leave it vague for the teasers.
Pop, 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 pop.
Anyways,
All right. Peace out.
get out
y'all.
of here, you mooks.
Have a good one, guys.
We'll see you
Get
later.
out of here.